and Bro Claude. Welcome to the show. No filter, no rest. Get it off your chest. Talk to him. Say it with your chest. Let's go. If you got something on your mind, get it off your chest. From the locker room talk to the plays on the screen. We break down every moment, every stat, every scene. No sugarcoat now. We keep it real in the zone. From the sidelines to the headlines, we bring it home. Quarterback pressure, fourth down decisions. We calling out truth, no fear in our Say what you feel, don't hold it inside. Sports talk therapy, let it all ride. Wins and the losses we analyze best. This is get it off your chest. Now confess, get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. No filter on the mic, we don't come here to rest. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Every game, every play, we break down the best. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Sports talk. Hey, 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 hey. Now confess. Now confess. Talk that talk. No sugarcoat. The bass get heated, yeah, voices get loud, but we speak for the fans, yeah, we speak for the crowd. Every game, every play, every story expressed. Don't get it off your chest, now say it with your chest. From the wins to the losses, from the hype to the stress, we bring the real sports talk. Nothing more, nothing less. Big calls, bad calls, pressure on the line. We say what fans thinking every single time. Say what you feel, don't hold it inside. Sports talk therapy, let it all ride. Wins and the losses we analyze best. This is get it off your chest. Now confess, get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. No filter on the mic, we don't come here to rest. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Every game, every play, we break down the best. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Sports talk, therapy. Now confess. No fake takes, no soft talk, no backing down when the game clock stops. Fans in the chat, everybody locked in. K-Sap and Bro Claude, let the show begin. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. No filter on the mic, we don't come here to rest. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Every game, every play, we break down the best. Get it off your chest. Say it with your chest. Sports talk. Therapy. Now confess. Yeah. This is get it off your chest. With K-Sap and Bro Claude. No filter, no fear. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. Get it off. Talk to him. Now confess.
Yo, welcome in, man. You are now tuned in and dialed into another live session of Get It Off Your Chest with me and Bro Claude. We got a special guest tonight. He's no stranger to the game, man. You done heard this voice throughout the airwaves on these YouTube streets, man, breaking it down, giving you great perspectives, giving you great points, giving you great content. So y'all, soon as y'all come in, y'all do us a favor, man. Y'all drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Run the numbers up, man. Get us out there. Put us in the algorithm, man. I appreciate everybody over these last couple days that have been subscribing to the channel. That means a lot. Been getting a lot of feedback. Been getting a lot of emails talking about the show is dope and things like that. And I do want to appreciate MSL for, taking care of a lot of things when I was going, him and Bro Claude holding it down, man. So y'all just do us a favor, man. Y'all just bear with us, man. We're going to get this show rocking and rolling, man. So I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, man. Make sure when you come in, drop a like on the video. I understand Liv laugh and love 12:59. You said the intro is too long. That is just to get the show started, to get people in, but we will shorten it up. We appreciate your feedback. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get this show started, man. Let me go ahead and bring my buddies on, man, because without further ado, without them, man, we can't get this show started, man. What's up, bro, Claude? What's up, MSL?
Yo,
what's up, K-Sap? How you doing?
What's up, boss, man? What's happening?
Man?
Yes, sir. We ready to get it off our chest.
What's up, bro, Claude?
What's up, brother MSL?
The Chicago Blazer.
My main man. Hey,
I'm doing good. I'm still trying to recover for all the glazing that you did for Chicago the other night.
That's all right. You got a whole lot to swim in because you was.
What did Rakim say? You thought I was a donut. You tried to glaze me. Well, he thought he was a turkey and tried to glaze all of us.
Look, MSL was okay. So MSL was in the swimming pool in the back. I had to try to give him a lifesaver. He was swimming so far up in the ATL. You know what I mean? In the Atlanta Dream Glaze Farm.
They play real basketball in ATL. I don't know about Chi-Town.
Oh, wow. Get it off your chest then. Look,
I don't know what you
I'm here for the stories, man.
They got real basketball players in ATL. I don't know about Chi-Town.
What I did see is MSL Sydney Taylor destroying my GOAT. That's what I did see. Yes, yeah, hey, that's what I saw. But I understand, you know, the haters gonna hate, like, you know what I'm saying, like Biggie Smalls say, the haters gonna hate as they watch. And me,
well, rumor has it that Sydney Taylor gives off as much points as she scores, but I ain't saying nothing.
Bars. You know, the haters gonna hate.
This is going to be an epic show. I can tell this is going to be an epic show because I will say this, bro, Claude. Sydney Taylor's the only thing that y'all got going for Chicago Sky. That's the only thing y'all got going. If it wasn't
because Camilla,
an undrafted rookie coming over, stating her claim on the Chicago Sky's team is diabolical. And you got veterans in there that can't do the things that she's doing. Listen. Let me say this though. Look, this is gonna be a good one. Let me say this because I'm gonna get it off my chest.
Get it off your chest, then, player.
It's crazy that Sydney Taylor is not afraid to take any big shot in the game. She rises to the occasion when the bright lights is on. You got a lot of them, man, that shrink under pressure.
Yes, sir.
And then, look, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let MSL take over. Look, I will say this: that your GOAT, Asia Wilson, made Camila Cardoso look like a cone on that last possession when they took the lead. She just was standing still. Asia blew by her like she was a parked car.
I agree because that's my GOAT, right? That's my GOAT.
No, don't say that's your GOAT, man. Defend Camila.
It's also that South Carolina connection. Camila just seemed to freeze.
Camila Cardoso know who the big sister is, and she the little sister.
No, you don't bow down to nobody.
Well, it seems like she got a couple of big sisters, right, K-Sap?
Gamecock Nation.
No, you don't, bro. Claude, I can't let Claude. I can't let you do that.
But I did it though.
You can't do it.
I did it.
You can't do it.
Little sister, big sister. It's always gonna be that.
You can't bet. You can't bow down to your competition, man.
No,
the reason why I say this is because look at what Dejanay Carrington and Jackie Young was doing. They was battling with each other.
It's okay.
I don't care what kind of relationship they got. They was battling. Camila Cardoso, you just can't bow down.
It's okay. She had a 26-point takeover, 16-point takeover in the fourth quarter when they won the game before. The game just
We're not talking about the game before. We're talking about this Aces game that just happened.
What we talking about? But what we talking about?
We're talking about what just happened.
Sydney Taylor only had 14 points in the other game, and the rest of the veterans. None of the other veterans.
Only consistent.
Wait, hold on a second. Let me get it off my chest. Let me get it off my chest. Camila Cardoso is the most consistent. Go Google it, fact check Angie, check GPT. She the most consistent double-figure score that the Chicago Sky got. When in the last game before this, she was the only one outside of.
But that's not what KSAP is saying, bro.
First of all, can I get it off my chest, MSL? That's the name of it.
Well, I thought KSAP said I can come in, but I figured it's a free fall. But okay,
I'm just saying, get it off my. Let
it be a free fall.
You can get it off your chest. I ain't gonna interrupt you, but I see, you know what I mean, some haters, the haters don't want you to say what you need to say. So they gonna hate. They gonna hate. That's right, because it's called get it off my chest. You supposed to give me the example and some appreciation and enough brotherly love to let me say and get it out. And then I'm gonna let you do the same thing. I just want, you know what I mean, bygones be bygones, let me say, and then you say. That's how a civil conversation go. But I know, and since you don't want to be civil, I'll just let you go, and I'm gonna shut up like you want to just tell me, bro Cloud, shut up and do the disrespectful thing.
You can talk as much as you want, bro Claude, I promise you.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna be quiet then. You know what I'm saying?
Because my stuff is targeted. Show. It don't need to be spilling all over the place.
It's just a show. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it off my chest, and then, you know what I mean, KSAP over there, you know what I'm saying, poking on the bear and everything, but don't talk about my baby bop, because from what I look like, from what it looked like to me,
we all love Camilla. That don't mean she can't be critiqued.
She can be critiqued. She had 8 points, but she also had 12 rebounds.
But she's 6'7".
We've seen others in her position, and this year is better than her last year. Every year she's progressing. This year is better than her last year. That's what you want to see. But no, you want more and more and more. And she's giving it to you, but you don't want to give it. You don't want to give her credit while it was due. But it's okay.
I'll wait before I respond. I'll wait.
It's okay. I'm
KSAP.
You ain't waiting.
KSAP. Okay, I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll let you go. I'll wait.
I mean, every time I'm saying something, I'm hearing MS.
Okay, I'll turn off the microphone. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because that's what probably you need to do, brother. I'm getting it off my chest, because you got to keep on doing the humming, the hymn, and the hymnals, and the similes. Let me get it off my chest. Camila Cardoso is the best thing smoking outside of Sidney Taylor that this team got. And I'm on blaze and glaze in my glory. And those who hate to see me glaze, eat the crow as we win the next one. Now, that's
you about teriyaki by now, but go ahead.
Hibachi. Right, look. You got that off your chest, bro, Club. But look, check this out. Let me hear what MSL got to say, because after MSL, I got something I want to say, and I'm just going to drop the mic. Go ahead, MSL.
But I thought that you brought up a fair point, and the only reason why you smiling now, bro, Claude, looking like you just stole a cookie out the jar, is because he asked you, and your response was, "Oh, big sister." Well, it's been what, 3 years now? And how long we gonna keep looking at big sister? That's the first thing. The second thing is Aaliyah Boston also got the big sister complex on her too. So what? Every setter that comes out of South Carolina, Camille's just gonna bow down to. That's the first thing. The other thing is she's 6'7", bro, Claude. Even if she averaged 10 points a game, you would think she would get up for Asia.
You can't say nobody else. There's no other player than Angel Reese, the MSA.
Oh, you believe this case
no other player but Angel Reese.
I just glazed his Olivia Miles the last 3-4 times he spoke, but now he's gonna say this because he get defensive about his baby Camilla.
Like the Caitlin Clark clan is on this thing, reverse side.
The Caitlin Clark clan.
I just feel I'm saying his hair's so far up, Angel.
Why can't you just say she got slayed? She got slayed by the goat. Why can't you just say that?
He got the baby doll with his head, with the legs on the top, on the side of his ears, wearing them like a headphone, because he can't see nobody else got it going on.
Nobody's buying it, bro, Claude. You being defensive.
I'm just saying. I'm a mute again. Go ahead. I got that off my chest real quick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, K-Sap.
Look. The thing about it is, bro, Claude,
he getting personal.
Yeah, just because MSL up here, don't stand down, man. Get it off your chest, man. Don't look. It seemed like MSL got you in the trick bag. What's going on?
Yeah, Trick Daddy in the trick bag for sure.
Hear you, bro, Claude. Come on, man. Don't do this to me.
And he was steady pimping when I saw him a couple of days ago, but now all of a sudden the pimp got slapped out of him. I don't know what's going on, but he all defensive now, but he was steady pimping.
I ain't defensive. I just didn't. Sometimes I don't like selective words. that don't really be
K-Sap, I saw
necessary.
him at this K-Sap. I saw him at this game, and he was just standing there like, "Yeah, I'm a rapper. That's right. That's right. I deserve to be on this floor. I deserve to be on this floor." So I'm standing right next to him. He just glanced at me. He like, "What up, bro?" Like, "Yeah, whatever. Stay back, stand back."
That's
And,
clear. All right.
exactly right. Like, don't get too close. I'm a star, right? So I'm like, okay. So he got his glass on. So then I said something to him, and then he looked at me like, "Yeah, okay, stay back." And then so finally I said, "You don't recognize the voice?" And then he took a double take, and he had this embarrassment, like cracking up out of it, embarrassment close. So I guess it's a carryover now because he's still feeling defensive because he tried to big time me at the game. I don't know, man.
Hey, let me find out MSL is your kryptonite. MSL makes you stand down.
Hey,
What is going on, bro?
that ain't gonna never happen. Superman ain't in the building. I'm not that. I'm Batman, and I'm gonna see if he bleed.
Letting MSL derail you from your point.
MSL.
I'm listening.
Do you bleed?
I don't bleed red blood. Though.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna see if you. Well, guess what? That's the same thing Superman say. But I'm gonna see if you bleed and what.
So you Lex Luthor? That's what you're saying?
I don't
you Lex Luthor.
Hey, whatever it is, I'm gonna make it come out your veins. Whatever it is, yeah. Now, back to what I'm saying.
Well, if that's the case, then Camilla Dunn got knocked. Then Camilla Dunn got experimented on, shipped away, and she hit another planet because that's how she played against Asia. She was MIA. She must be on planet Krypton by now.
Non-factual. Non-factual.
Oh, she not on Krypton?
Non-factual. Non-factual because of course.
Well, she ain't Wonder Woman, so what superhero she is? She's not Wonder Woman because you can call her. You can call her Dunder Woman, because she was a dud.
Bring up the fact that she had to sit out most of the first half too, on foul trouble because they calling the fouls on her and Angel real crazy.
No, leave Angel out. This ain't got nothing to do with Angel. Leave Angel out.
Can I say what I need to say? Her and Angel has the worst calls in the league.
Okay, I understand that, bro, club, but leave Angel out of this. We talking about Camilla.
Thing is that the thing is that what? No, I'm not. That's his favorite player. So I'm gonna talk about my.
Whoa! Wait! The baby goat's not your favorite player? Now, watch this, bro, Claude. The baby goat, the person you said you started getting on YouTube for. Now, all of a sudden, she's my favorite player, but not your favorite player.
That's what you bring it. You throwing in my face on that. That's what I'm using that as an example.
But she's your favorite player too. But she's your favorite player too.
It's okay. But
the reason why you started.
But the reason why I started. That's right. Her, the goat, the baby goat.
But we all love Camilla, bro, Club. What's the problem? We all love Camilla. We love Camilla.
The killer.
But she got waxed. What's the problem?
The killer. She didn't get waxed. She won. Is you stupid? Is you smart? A W or an L? Which one is you talking about?
Okay.
If she scored 8 points and they lost, then you could criticize. She scored 8 points.
So because of the win.
With 12 rebounds, yeah, that equaled the win. She did everything she needed to do for them to walk out with a W.
Okay.
So that defeats. Now hit the bomb, K-Sap. I just said.
Now you see, I'm gonna let him have that K-Sap because it makes him feel good. So I'm gonna let him have that. But nobody in the chat believes you though, bro, Club. But it's okay.
Everybody in the chat know what I'm talking about. We came out with a W, baby. That's the facts over feelings.
Yeah, because Sydney Taylor was on the Chuckathon and it worked out for her. What.
It wouldn't. She hit some. I mean, she missed some, and she hit this one that counted, and that's all I'm with. I'm glory. Let me blaze in my glory on my Chicago sky.
And now they're gonna make the playoffs and win in the first round, right, bro, Claude?
Hey, long as y'all got Ryan Howard, you go talk to me somewhere else. Go over there and talk Ryan Howard out of sleeping.
I know this is not part of the
Ryan Howard.
Wait, bro, Claude. I know this is not. Bro, Claude, in case I know.
Talk to your
no. I know this is not part of the conversation, but just to show you how balanced I am, I've always said that I'm not one of these people that criticize Ryan Howard like that. I even said to him last night, K-Sap, I know podcasters got to come out with their material. I don't have a problem with that. They got to come out with their material. But realistically, as long as she plays defense, does the stuff that she's supposed to do, and don't do nothing crazy, you're not going to always be the leading scorer or great scorer every game.
Oh, so they don't apply to Camilla, though.
And the team has so much offense.
Oh, you got selective. You got selective who you want to pick the personality.
Yeah, but Camilla didn't play no defense. What are you talking about? A just scored 36 points. What is he talking about, K-Sap?
Look, you can't put a banana in my tailpipe. You can't put.
Asia scored 36 points. What are you talking about?
So what you saying is
watch his case. I got him in the trick bag. Watch his case.
Oh no, you in the trick bag right now. Look, your head. The boss already see. The legs outside.
How much, Bro Claude? How much points? Watch his case out. Watch this. Watch this. See, he won't let me talk. Bro Claude, can I ask you a question? How many points did Paige Beckers have when they played Dallas recently? I can answer it if you don't know. 16. She had 16 points. What shooting did Flage do the last game? She was 2 for 11. What I think 8 points, whatever she was, but she was 2 for 11. So as bad as Ryan Howard played on offense, both Flage and Paige Beckers didn't play well enough for them to get the win. So this is what I mean when I say I'm not one of those people that's going to kill Ryan Howard, because y'all heard she came on the internet and made a comment about Angel, which I thought was unfortunate, because she don't need to come out and have to defend herself, but she did, because realistically, you're not going to always score a lot. In your case, Bro Claude, she scored 8 points. She scored 8 points, Bro Claude, and Angel scored 36. So it's the Ryan Howard comparison is not the same, because Camilla can't play defense. But Camilla's not a good defender.
12
Camilla's slow-footed.
4 assists, 3 blocks in that game. What are you talking about?
I didn't say she didn't contribute, Bro Claude.
Your player went to sleep who you just tried to put over. And you talking about some games this and some games that. But did you see her stats? Could you know what the stat sheet mean? I bet you.
Camilla has been better offensively. Yes, the last 10 games, Camilla has been more consistent offensively. I'll give you that.
No, stick to where you at and stay with the sleeper. Stay with the sleeper.
He was giving you context, Bro Claude.
Don't give me no context. I don't want no.
Oh, you don't want it now?
I'm shooting Michael Jordan shots. Like the boss say, when you shoot at me, you gotta be dead. Bulls at 0, and it ain't no bulls at 0. What Bro is shooting at me? He over there at the 10 or at the 5.
Well, your bow. Well, your archery basket ain't got no more bows.
Hit the 50.
But look, Bro Claude, he gave you your props, because he said in the last couple games, Camilla Cardoso has stepped it up offensively, which she has. But my point that got this argument started was the fact that I said on that last possession, she let Asia Wilson just blow by her uncontestedly, and then you went off on a tangent talking about baby sister bowing down to Asia Wilson. Nah, we can't have that. She has to play. She, like MSL said, if I'm Camilla Cardoso, every time I see Asia Wilson, I want to get up and I want to destroy her. And then I made a point where we saw what the stud buzz exposed on All-Star Weekend with Jackie Young and Dejanay Carrington. But in that game, did you see how them young ladies was going at each other? That's all I was hating. And then it kind of like I triggered you and you fell off a cliff.
You didn't trigger me because it's out of context, because certain context means that Camilla literally was fouled. She was fouled on the other end.
No, we're not talking about that.
Hold on a second. In transition, Camilla Cardoso is going to get a foul call. She didn't want to foul out, even if it was seconds left to play. She did not. If Camilla would have fouled the goal, because that's what it would have been, because they call those fouls consistently on Camilla Cardoso, be it whatever, slide the feet, whatever y'all want to say. She always gets those foul calls when it's an attempt to stop the player like Asia Wilson. Asia gonna get the whistle, which she rightfully earned. But Do we want Camila Cardoso to foul Asia Wilson at the line, or just let her go ahead and not get kicked out the game? Go ahead and gather another possession for the timeout. Go on the other side. Sydney Taylor closed the curtain, knocked it down. Game over. What are we talking about?
Okay, bro, Claude. I don't like how you deferred on that, and the reason why I'm saying that is because in a situation like that, because what I stated was that last play, all I simply said was Asia Wilson cooked her, made her, look like she was a parked car, right? And then you went off and said about her is South Carolina ties. That's the baby goat. She looks up to her. Bump all that. You want to destroy her. And in a position like that, I'm taking my chances, regardless if I foul out or not. I'm playing defense. I'm going to make Asia earn it at the foul line. I'm not going to just let her walk in for an uncontested layup, knowing that there was no help side.
And then when you get fouled out and you go sit on the bench, rightfully so, because you can't give no pick and rolls on the other end. Did you see how many fouls she had? If you gonna go sit your $5 ass on the bench,
that's the fact that
if you gonna foul, no,
in a bad situation, that's why she creates these. That's why she commits these fouls. When people commit fouls like that, that's out of laziness, man. Okay. All you got to do is move your feet.
Hey, well,
but you can't bow down to Asia Wilson.
Same context goes for Angel then.
Okay, but listen what I'm saying, bro, Claude,
but I know that's not true.
I know, but we hear because of the fact that you said that she bowed down to Asia Wilson. No, we not bowing down to nobody.
I just
so it's in that context.
But K-Sap, let me say this because I think I can make everybody happy on this.
You kind of got it out of context, but you got
okay, my bad. Okay,
but bro, Claude, here's the thing.
I was saying,
but I know where he was going.
Is the greatest.
Bro, Claude.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, real quick. Here's the thing. You are about to say this. They play tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. To K-Sap's point, if Angel plays well, hard, and strong, and has a good game, it will reinforce more K-Sap's point. If Angel, blanks the bed, then it'll be like, hey, that I guess Angel just got that thing over people where that just happened. So we'll see. And I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt by saying we'll see what happens tomorrow, because you was about to say
two different things. No.
Well, I'm glad you say it's two different things because
it's two different things because Angel and Camilla are two different types of players. Angel, it's a rainy day. Angel is you talking about a 1%. So I would say.
So you're saying Camilla? So you're admitting that Camilla be on PTO time?
But I would say this: since you don't have,
so you're admitting that Camilla be on PTO time?
So since you don't have
that, she be on China time or she be on Brazil time?
So since you don't have $100 million, you a broke ass ninja.
Who's broke?
So I'm saying since you and we broke ass ninjas, since we don't have 100,000, because Angel is one of one. You talking about one of one? That's not fair, and it's out of context.
No, but that's not even what I was saying. I know what you're saying, but that's not what I'm saying.
No, what you're trying to do, the compatibility is disingenuous, because I believe that Asia Wilson do not have good games against Angel Reese. It's documented. Maybe over the last 3 years, she had a few games well over Angel. She does hit the 20 mark, but it's a hard 20 to hit. So that's disingenuous to say that, because you know.
Bro, Claude, how am I being disingenuous? I was trying to look. I was like what K-Sap said earlier. I was trying to be fair and give you some credit.
Let me show you why you disingenuous.
But you you think I'm being you just being defensive because I was trying to look out for you.
There's facts. I'm cool. The facts of the
see how when I try to be diplomatic, bro, Claude, it's like if you look a gift horse in the mouth.
I ain't gonna let you and the boss get away with it. Angel is one of ones. Michael Jordan is one of ones.
I didn't even bring Angel.
Kobe Bryant is one of ones. LeBron James is one of ones.
Bro, Claude, one of ones. Hold up, bro, Claude.
Angel's not in the discussion, bro, Claude.
That's what I'm saying, bro, Claude. I'm not talking about Angel. I'm not talking about nobody. All we was having a conversation about Camila Cardoso and Asia Wilson.
We just talk about the big sister complex. That's it.
Exactly.
No, I don't think she got that. I just was saying.
But that's where you threw me, bro, Claude, because that's why I said what I
in
said.
Context so you can understand what I'm saying.
You shouldn't even
saying
reference
that Asia Wilson is the greatest player of all time.
No, you said something about.
No, you said the South Carolina big sister complex.
Let's go. All right, let me clean that up. So
I clean that up.
Let me put it into a shovel so we can bury that motherfucker up underneath 6 feet of dirt.
That's what we need.
Asia Wilson is the greatest player of all time.
Okay.
The move that she made is a patented move that most of the WNBA cannot stick.
Okay, now stop right there. Stop right there. Okay, now that's context, right?
Yes.
Because when you stated at the beginning, like MSL said, and like I said, you referenced the big sister South Carolina connection. I didn't want to hear that. Okay. That's making it look like you're trying to be defensive for Camila Cardoso, and that was the reason why she got beat the way she got beat. I don't want her, even though it's a South Carolina connection, you don't bow down to nobody.
Yeah, and I don't think she did. I think she played a hell of a game.
Okay, she played a hell of a game, but the way you stated it,
it's like Aaliyah Boston.
It got lost in the translation.
It's like Aaliyah Boston. As much as
Aaliyah Boston don't cook her all the time.
As much as some of us don't like Aaliyah Boston, and even though she is the quote unquote little sister, she be going at Asia hard to the point where Asia probably don't even like her.
Yeah, that's all we're saying. You referenced it wrong. Now that you put some context on it, I understand what you're saying. But when you stated that you threw me off with that South Carolina connection, big sister stuff.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing he probably don't want to say. That South Carolina connection is also indicative of the deference that Camila plays when she plays certain players, because she has that funny, calm, nice demeanor. Yes, periodically Camila can come in hard, periodically, but at the same time, she can also come in at lethargic or laconic, whatever L word you want to use to say she's laid back. So that big sister complex can be like, oh, it's Asia. Okay, cool, no problem. I'm gonna go play. And maybe she goes in and tries to play hard or and then if the defense or whatever, she's not shooting well, she get benched, whatever. Camila can get into a funk, as we all know, and she doesn't start off the game a certain way. Okay. So I mean, that's possible. But so that big sister complex is also melded, if you want to give Broclaw some rope, is also melded with the fact that personality-wise, she can go within herself and she doesn't get into the flow early. Is that a fair point, Broclaw?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'm glad we can have some consensus here, because I don't want you to feel we picking on you.
No, listen, man, I ain't in my case. I tell you, I ain't in my feelings. We talking basketball. We talking basketball. We just talking.
Because you like the only remaining Chicago fan here, so I don't want you to feel.
No, brother Jabari, right? Jabari is in the chat. There you go, right there. That's Jabari. He in the chat.
But he's not talking about it. He's talking about that's up on the panel.
Talk about a paddle right here. But even in the chat, if you got 50, 100 people, whatever the number is, you probably got like 3 Chicago fans left. You, AC Shot-Town, and Nate won't come around no more.
At tonight, man.
AC Shot-Town, Chicago Cheetah, Goon the Shooter.
But they're not here. They're not showing up for you, Blow Crawl. You better get on your boys.
Mr. Bernadette. So, listen, it's all right.
But all your women that give you a hard time, they all left Chicago.
Shirley Kemp, no, they did. Listen, the thing is this. I'm going to just keep it real with you while you're doing your heckling. The whole thing is that Chicago Sky is going to beat what everybody predicted that they wouldn't do, 12 or 10 games.
With Jeff P running it, Broclaw?
They're going to do more than 12 and 10 games. You want to put something away, and I don't gamble, and I'm against gambling.
Well, they already got 11 wins, so of course they're going to win 12.
Well, they're going to win more than 12.
I have to look at the schedule. I'll get back to you.
Listen, they got 10 games this month. They already won 1. all they have to do for me is win 4 more. That means there'll be 50% in the month. There'll be 500 in the month of August.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. That's right, K-Sap. Baby steps.
Baby steps, huh?
Baby steps. It takes the
damn.
process.
That baby was born. That baby was born 3 years ago. So why?
It was baby, I know. And then they cut off one of the baby legs.
They cut it off.
Now 24 hours.
The baby got a crutch.
Now 24 hours after that game yesterday, do you still feel as outlandishly positive as you did yesterday, or you come back? I feel
absolutely positive, and everything Dejanay Carrington told y'all, she said, fact check all you haters. It's on her Instagram. She
fact
said
check about what?
She said, fact check all you
haters. Are you really quoting Dejanay for internet etiquette at this moment?
Who you want? Then that means just tell me you don't want to hit shit.
K-Sap, he bringing up Dejanay for internet etiquette. Really, bro, Claude? But go ahead.
I ain't gonna even say it then, because you just told me you don't want to hit shit.
No, I'm saying I'm just saying you're bringing up Dejanay as a quote.
I ain't saying nothing. You going?
What Dejanay say?
What she say, bro, Claude?
No.
No, what she
said? We finna move on to Kawhi Leonard.
All right, go ahead, move on.
That would be like me bringing up Donald Trump for better race relations.
We moving on, cause I know all I like to do. K-Sap, you know how I am. I told him about Olivia.
All right, we're gonna leave that alone, man. Go ahead, move on. You said you wanted to move on. You won't tell us what Dejanay said?
I said we moving on.
What Dejanay said? No, I think Dejanay said something to the effect of see that haters, or something to that effect. But all I was saying was consider Dejanay's recent, internet activity. I'm not sure.
They ain't got nothing to do with the game, Caitlin Clark. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
The point is Dejanay is reckless. Dejanay is reckless, bro, Claude. She's reckless.
I'm talking about the 9450. You talking about fans. You talking about how many fans they bringing in the building. You talking about
how many fans? What are you talking about?
You sound like the Clarkies. How many fans? How many video? How many viewers?
When did I say that? See, that's a straw man. I didn't say that.
What she does off the court. I'm talking about the 94.
No, see, you're not getting it. What I'm saying is Dejanay, did you forget all the bad stuff that Dejanay was in the news for the other day, and some of it due to her internet activity?
What they got to do with her playing basketball?
What I'm saying is she's the last person I want to quote about what they said on the internet. That's all I'm saying.
What they got to do with her game?
In other words, who cares what Dejanay says and thinks at this point? It's not her game, bro, Clark. Who cares what she thinks?
Now you being a man about it. Because now you being a man about
it. Oh, now I'm going to show this. See this case?
I don't care. You said, I don't care what she say.
He won't accept my argument that Dejanay put her foot in her mouth. So who cares what she thinks at this point?
You could talk. Listen, MSL right here. This our playground right here. God damn it. If we on the playground right here, who cares about what you do outside? This the playground right here. Whatever it happens right here, what we doing right now, give me my explosion, goddamn it, K-Sap. Whatever goes on right here, the winner count right here, because we right here talking about the 94.
That would be like me saying Alyssa Smith said this on the internet. Would anybody care what Alyssa Smith had to say at this point after her recent activity?
Everything that's outside of this don't even matter.
All right, bro, Claude. Since you won't tell us what Dejanay said, man, move on to the next topic.
We moving on to the next one. We go from. Man, he spoke real good words. I like that. You don't care what she said, so I'm good. We gonna move.
Well, leave it alone, man. Move on.
We gonna move.
I didn't say I didn't care what she said. What I said was based off her recent internet activity. I would have thought you would have came up with somebody better than Dejanay.
Be doing what he doing. I know what you're doing.
No, I'm not doing nothing. All he said is her recent internet activities, man.
What they got to do with the 9450?
Because you trying to hang on her words, like, look at what Dejanay said. Look at what Dejanay said.
But you didn't let me finish. Look at what Dejanay said.
Okay, tell us, bro. Tell
us, man. Move on.
What Dejanay said came true. She done won the last 2 games. She said the game before.
Bro, Claude, you don't want to tell us what she said, man. Move on. Man. Move on.
And they won. That's what I said. She proving her facts.
All right, move on, man.
Kawhi Leonard. We talking about this right here. Y'all, this is a good show. I told y'all.
Maybe we should appoint Al Capone if he was still alive as the head of the Treasury based off what Bro Claude is doing.
Well, guess what? I'll be the head. Cause I'm
man, look, y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all entertain, man. Put a 1 in the chat.
I'm the Al Capone, then I'm the Scarface. Cause guess what? Hey,
hold up, bro. Before you get off into the next subject, man. Hey, y'all guys do me a favor. Look, man, if y'all want to get Get It Off Your Chest podcast shirts, man, y'all go to www.simplybaldropping.com. They in the Play Store. I said the Play Store. They in the store for purchase, man. Y'all go ahead and get y'all one of these Get You Off Your Chest podcast, man. And look, we'll do something good for the audience, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we're at, how many subscribers we at right now, Bro Claude?
Okay, let me look, boss. Hey, we appreciate everybody coming through. MSL, I actually do appreciate the love, man, because this show right here, the show right here, what we doing, y'all, is absolutely everybody starting to, you know what I mean, catch on and talk about.
They're starting to catch on, man, because it's starting to get into the algorithm, man. And you know, our viewers are starting to pick up and our subscribers are starting to pick up. Like I said, the last time I was on before I went on vacation, man. Everything from the ground up, man. And like I said, I can't thank MSL enough, man, because when I was on vacation,
big show,
man, Bro Claude and MSL put on a big show.
Yes, sir.
They held it down, and MSL brings a different dynamic to the show. And I think, and me personally, this is why I sit back and I analyze a lot of things, because I look at a lot of different shows that go on my network. MSL, I think MSL knows how to trigger Bro Claude.
415
getting to fall off the cliff. And I appreciate that from MSL, because it takes a lot. Because like I told Bro Claude, instead of crashing out, just get it off your chest. And I'm telling you, MSL has been up on this panel, rocking with Bro Claude, and he's making Bro Claude get a lot of things off his chest. So we appreciate you, MSL. And another thing, how many subscribers we had on Bro Claude?
415 subscribers, bro.
So you doubled them almost. From
yeah. That show that you and Bro Claude did?
Yes.
MSL, that I looked at the analytics on that show that you and Bro Claude did. That gained us 213 subscribers.
Wow. Wow.
So like I said, man, I can't appreciate you enough.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Because you've come and you set this bitch off. You know what I'm saying? By somebody else coming up, giving a different perspective instead of just two people. But when you got three people, and then sometimes I fall back and I just be playing devil's advocate. Bro Claude know how I operate. And, you know, it makes for a good show. And guys, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in and that's showing support as we build this channel. And listen, when MSL has time, he is able to come up on this panel anytime he wants.
Absolutely.
To rock out. So he's part of our crew.
Yes, sir.
I'm just announcing it right now. MSL is down with us.
What I say, MSL, told you. I love you.
He brings a lot to the table.
Yes.
And you know, I trust Bro Claude and all his judgment and everything, and he's met MSL personally. And that's what I like to see, because a lot of people, you know, go on the internet, they have this narrative and this theory that we bots.
Right.
We real people.
Absolutely.
And you got to understand something. Just because MSL does not show his face, he's a real person. He's not a bot. Bro Claude has met him personally.
Yes.
Rubbed shoulders with this young man.
Yes, sir.
So you know it's official.
Yes, sir.
So I just wanted to put that out there. And also, like I said,
and I'll be at Barbie night. I'll be at Barbie night tomorrow as well.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, MSL, and the thing about it, MSL gets us the exclusive coverage. Bro Claude got us the exclusive coverage when he was down on the floor, All-Star game. But once we get to 500 subs, we're gonna give away 2 of these shirts. All right, now continue with the show, Bro Claude.
Woo! We only got 85 to go.
But Bro Claude, I just want to say something real quick that T. Carmella mentioned in the comments. about DeJounte. He said DeJounte was online today gloating on Minnesota's win. Bro, Claude, I don't know how loyal she is to Chicago. So here you go, K-Sap, talking about what she said about the win, and she already bigging up another team, which some people could argue that may not be the most professional thing to do. You can congratulate a player on their performance, but to be rooting for Minnesota and you're on Chicago, I'm not sure where her loyalties really are, Bro, Claude.
So that was kind of what you said was out of context of what you said.
Well, I was reading something, but I'll listen.
The thing is that she said it before they got on the court. She said that this is a different Chicago team in the Chicago practice.
No, I'm talking about her with Minnesota. I'm not talking about what you said.
Just hear me out. So you made a statement interluding saying that she said this after the game that they had yesterday. She did not say that after the game. That was incorrect. She said that Chicago going to look different and be different when she was at practice the two games prior to what they didn't won, before they even won the game and came back after All-Star. That Monday, she talked about how Chicago is going to look this second half, and she said it's not going to be the same team that you seen in the beginning. I'm playing. So,
that's what I'm saying. So what that?
Okay, that's one argument. But why was she quote unquote gloating over Minnesota's win today?
I don't know if she was gloating or not, so I can't speak on something that
that's what I was reading you. That's what T. Carmelo wrote.
I mean, I don't know though. I don't know if that's factual.
And that goes back, and I'm only reason why I bring it up, KSAP, because that goes back to my point of considering to DeJounte's activity the past week. She may not be the person you want to quote about her internet activity, because apparently she's also bigging up another team. You know, what some would argue is unprofessional, considering you're on the Chicago sky.
I wouldn't. I would say somebody getting down. If they getting down, it means that I was a baller. I say somebody getting down if they getting down.
I already said you can root for a player. I didn't say you could.
No, I can root for. She ain't rooting. It didn't say T. Camilla ain't said she rooting for the. She didn't.
I'll read the quote again. DeJounte was online today gloating. Keyword is gloating on Minnesota. Bro, Claude, I don't know how loyal she is to Chicago.
Rooting for or gloating. She was rooting for them to win.
Gloating is beyond rooting for, Bro, Claude. Gloating is beyond rooting.
It's two different words. It's the representative.
Gloating means she was taking personal satisfaction in their win.
Okay,
that's what gloating sounds like to me.
But that was from T. Camilla's perception. I didn't.
Right, that's T. Camilla. Absolutely. I'm not sitting here as a definitive because I didn't see the quote myself. Right. You know, before I'll make you laugh. Before I came on the show, I actually had just came back from somewhere here in Atlanta. Came back, did a little research on some of the topics that you wanted to talk about beyond the ones I already knew, and then turned on the computer, was on the show. So I didn't get a chance to see any quotes and stuff like that from DeJounte. So that's why I read what T. Carmelo said.
Oh, okay. It's all good. No,
it's all good. It's all good.
I think what DeJounte was saying, basically DeJounte saying she's the difference maker. That's why she put it out there like that. I'm back. Y'all better buckle in, strap up, because I'm back. That's basically what she was saying. But look, check this out, Bro Club. Go ahead and move on, because we got some people in the comment section wanting the phone lines to be open. I'll open up the phone lines if y'all gonna call in. I will open up
big subject. They're gonna be calling because this is a real big subject for me. I got it. I'm gonna pull it up, boss.
Go ahead and cue it up.
And then I'm gonna read it to the I'm gonna read something to the chat.
This was the Toronto Raptors being given a choice of, are you willing to assume the risks of something happening with Kawhi Leonard after the investigation is completed? And they are not willing to assume those risks. And so if they're not, then we get to the end of the summer and there's not a resolution here, and there's nobody from the NBA who could say with 100% certainty that there won't be any fallout for Kawhi Leonard specifically. Then it's up to the Raptors. And I understand that, because we just saw what happened with the Miami Heat and Terry Rozier. The NBA had an investigation. A couple of people pointed me to this very specifically. They had an investigation into Rozier. They didn't find anything, and then a year later, after the Heat had traded for him, they get stuck with a player who's now out of the league, and they had given up draft compensation, and settled. This.
So basically, chat. Basically, everything is put on hold right now. Let's begin with Kawhi Leonard, because this isn't just a norm trade delay. This could potentially affect the player, an owner, a franchise, and the entire NBA salary cap system. Toronto and the Clippers reportedly agreed on a massive package that would send Kawhi Leonard back to the franchise he led in 2019 NBA championship. Toronto reported offer included Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick. Damn. 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a pick swap. But Toronto announced that it would not complete the transaction until the NBA finishes its investigation with the Clippers. It says that Kawhi's endorsements arrangement with the aspirations, the league is examining whether a report of $28 million contract was legitimate sponsorship income or an attempt to compensate Leonard outside of his NBA contract. The investigation is being conducted by outside counsel. Toronto said finalizing the trade could force the Raptors to assume the risk of potential punishment involving Kawhi. So the organization chose to wait. The Clippers and Leonard deny wrongdoing. So right now, we're dealing with a player taking compensation on a contract saying that it was endorsements. I got zero tolerance for that. Because I ain't hating on nobody game. That I don't do. But what's good for the goose is great for the gander too. And if you give one, you give it to all. And KSAP already know that I believe in also MSL from watching. I believe in if your brother have a bowl of soup, if I got a bowl of soup, half of it is yours. That's just the way I was brought up and I was raised. And I believe that that one should not be the greater than others. What applies to one when they do great and good things should apply to the others that do great and do things. But it is logistics and semantics that goes in all of what they do and what it go. So I understand the legitimacy of business and all of those type of things. But what I will say, brother MSL and brother KSAP, I'm gonna get this off my chest. I don't like bullshit in the game. I think that is weak as hell to actually make somebody be able to accumulate or have accommodations, and others are not or exemplified for it. This type of thing been going on forever. He ain't the first one. He's the one that they investigate. But we all know, hey, Sap, you've been in this game and around. They always have done that type of thing. So what makes, this is my thing. Why the hip hop police coming out now, K-Sap? Why we got to look at the hip hop police right now? Because this been actually going on. Hey, as a matter of fact, Gilbert Arenas told us how it broke down. I'm a fan of Gilbert Arenas. So I watched Gil's Arena. And he broke down on one of the shows on how they do supplement. And somebody got some building somewhere in the contract the way that they be doing it. So this is not something that's make-believe. I think that they're targeting Kawhi Leonard. I think that the way that they're going about it is bogus on it being imperative of a trade or not. And also putting Kawhi Leonard on the spot as if he did something wrong. They offered him whatever he got. That's what they offered him. He's the receiver. So why try to put the receiver on blast? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm very interested to understand what you guys got to say, and then I'll come back and get some more shit off my chest. But I think that is wrong. I'm talking about you guys in the chat also. I mean, I could be wrong, K-Sap and brother MSL, but I think I'm right. He's not the first one. He's not the first one. And right now, it's not even good enough evidence that they have to do an investigation on going to see what's going on. So I land my plane.
Okay, I will say this before MSL go. I this situation right here, like you said, brother Claude, it's been going on for a while, but I think this was a misstep in Adam Silver because the trade to the Los Angeles Clippers, that should have been the one that should have been investigated, right? So now it's coming back. Now that, you know, they're offering Kawhi all this to get back to Toronto, right? To a place where he brought that city a championship. And now y'all want to try to reprimand Kawhi Leonard for going back. I just think this was a misstep because y'all remember when he got traded to the Los Angeles Clippers, right? Do y'all remember that night in the middle of the night, him and Paul George? Y'all remember in the middle of the night that this shit went down?
Go ahead.
And all this stuff that they said about his uncle, all these demands where Kawhi Leonard didn't have to catch the plane. He could do his own private
practice
and practice and all this stuff. And I think what happened was when he tries to go back to Toronto because things are not working out in Clipperland like they thought it was going to work. I think Adam Silver had a recourse and be like, hold up. Some funny business went down going to LA and we let that shit slide because everything that came out in the media and all the news circulates and mainstream media. So now Adam Silver's like, hold up. We're gonna do some investigation on this shit back to Toronto. So anything that we can get our hands on, we're gonna try to use it against Kawhi. And I'll land right there. I'll let MSL go.
I mean, I think officially the NBA had found the Joe Smith contract in 2000, if I remember correctly.
Oh my goodness, you bringing up my man Joe Smith, man.
Go ahead, Joe.
Granby High School, Norfolk, Virginia, University of Maryland, one of my favorite players. I actually played against Joe Smith. Go ahead.
No, no, that's very interesting. No, I remember that, but that's one distinctly. But I think, as Bro Claude said, it's probably been done in other ways, and we've heard things about other players. I'm not going to throw any additional names out at the moment. That's one that was well known or well talked about. So yeah, it kind of seems like well, if the original contract was like this, why y'all didn't find nothing, do nothing, talk about it now? But because he's going to leave the bright lights of LA and go back to Toronto, if the league has a problem with that for one reason or another, then all of a sudden you're gonna throw a monkey wrench into it. Like that don't even make no sense. It's kind of like some of the stuff we talk about the WNBA, which also has the frozen choid, if I'm saying it correctly, where they do stuff after the fact, and you're like, but so you post a gambling video, which is not really gambling, it's just fun because that $400 originally came from the half-court shot she won against Kai, right? And every practice and Olympic practice and All-Star, the money, they bet for money for fun. So then Paige won whatever money she won, and then Angel said, "Oh, the $400. Well, that was the $400 you won the half-court shot. That has nothing to do with a game." Then you post it because everybody knows it's fun, and then Clarkies come. So once again, after the fact, now you want to say you want to do something when it's just really dumb. And the league, what they really need to do, they need to catch this stuff at the beginning and do it the right way, or just leave it alone because you're only making yourself look bad once again. because you're doing a retroact. It looks like you're doing stuff to actually do for you to determine the outcome instead of the outcome being based off of the facts, the contract, and the material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was sharp, MSL. Like that, the way you put the context on it. That's what I can appreciate about you. You have context in what you're talking about. A lot of people don't put context to what they're talking about. To the people that are listening to understand the value on what you're saying. Because a lot of people can, I say this all the time, a lot of people can talk a lot of gibberish and a lot of people say a lot of things without saying things. You see what I'm saying? Y'all understand?
But they can't contextualize it for people to understand, or for the light bulb to go ding, so they really picture it in their head.
Exactly. So that's what I can appreciate about MSL. And a lot of people, y'all said y'all wanted the phone lines open. The phone lines is open. Where's the calls at?
They don't want to talk about Kawhi. They don't want to talk about Kawhi.
They don't have to talk about Kawhi. They can talk anything they want to get off their chest. That's why the phone line is open. Anything that y'all want to get off your chest, man, give us a call. We here to listen. Get it off your chest. That's the reason why the show is called Get It Off Your Chest.
Yes.
Get that off your chest. Don't hold it. Don't take it into the new week. This is Sunday night, man. Release and let go. Go into the new week fresh. Hey, Bernadine Dorsey, ain't seen you in a minute, man. Appreciate you coming through. But y'all can call in, get it off your chest, man. Go into the new week. You have look, it's going to be a new day, a new week, and new mercies.
Yes.
Get it off your chest. Let's go.
We're going to get it off our chest just like that. And I would also say this to the point until, somebody, if they want to comment on it. Let's not forget why Toronto is willing to discuss such a massive package. Kawhi is a part of basketball history in Canada. He arrived in Toronto in 2018. He played one season and delivered the franchise only NBA championship they ever earned. The playoff run included one of the most memorable shots in the league's history. According to the report in 2026 trade details, Kawhi is coming off a career-high scoring season in which he's averaging 27.9 points across 65 games. That's a combination of production, playoff experience, and Toronto history explains why the Raptors will consider giving up established players and valuable draft capital for this elite player. When healthy, Kawhi Leonard provides elite half-court shot creation, playoff experience, strong personal and positional defense, a player who can close tight games, immediate credibility when it comes to Toronto fans and its base. But Toronto would also be accepting an enormous risk on Kawhi Leonard's injury history, contract situation, and unresolvable investigation. So what does the investigation amount on, brothers? It says the key question is whether the endorsement arrangement was independent business or whether it was connected to Kawhi Leonard's Clippers contract. The NBA teams cannot secretly provide players with additional compensation to avoid the salary cap. If a company connect to a team pays a player far beyond the reasonable value of promotional service, the league has to determine whether the payment was truly an endorsement payment. But we must respond. An investigation is not a conviction. The Clippers have denied circumstantially and with conviction to the cap. No final findings have been announced. The distraction matters. Why? Because Adam Silver is actually upset at the transparency and of the intransparency of the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, and him not being a social involvement of the transition to Toronto. Could that be the problem? Or maybe it's Adam Silver looking into things more diligently and keeping things aligned with other players.
Well, what's interesting with this, unless it's just all a dog and pony show, if you guys remember, if we'll go back to Donald Sterling, when that whole thing with Donald Sterling came out with his girlfriend and the stuff that he was saying to her regarding the racial stuff. If you guys remember, historically, the Clippers were arguably the worst run organization
Absolutely.
in
Chicago
the
Sky.
NBA, and they
Chicago
kind of like Chicago Sky.
Mhm.
So once the girlfriend came out and said this stuff, now they had a reason to try to get him out. But what was so funny about it, if you guys remember, right now Ballmer is being placed as a villain, but he was actually a hero back then because
Yes.
if you guys
Came
remember,
and bought the team.
yeah,
Mhm.
NBA teams at that time were going for like between 400 and 700 million dollars, and
Mhm.
Ballmer came and paid $2 billion
Yes.
for the Los Angeles Clippers. So obviously they gave Donald Sterling this was beyond FB money, and he was like, okay, $2 billion, yeah, damn right, I'll walk away, because they gave him, the mafioso offer he couldn't refuse. So he dramatically changed the valuations of NBA teams overnight, because once it was paid for $2 billion for the Clippers, it wasn't looked at as an anomaly. It was looked at, okay, so now we reset the prices, and that's how Michael Jordan became a billionaire, because his team, the Hornets, which he basically paid $100 million for as far as his portion, because the NBA hooked him up. All of a sudden, he sold it for $4 billion. He sold it for $4 billion. I think his cut gave him $2 billion or whatever it was. And then this Donald Sterling dramatically changed the valuation of all the NBA teams. And here he is now fighting over $28 million when the dude's Microsoft stock is worth $144 billion.
Hey, that's a good
That's
point,
the part that makes it so I say all that to say, would he or could he? Probably, because he was willing to pay 3 times more for an NBA team. And now his net worth is probably 10 times from when he first bought the team due to the valuation of Microsoft stock over the years. So now 144 billion, 28 million. I ain't saying nothing, y'all, but hey, if it smell like it, look like it, feel like it, then it probably is.
Hey, and another thing, man, Omega Red -80. Phone line is open, man. Come on up, call the phone line. Come here, boy. Bring your ass up here.
What's Omega saying? Cause I got the StreamYard blown up. So I can see what's happening.
You how much of a fanboy I am of players. I'll show you. Talking about Bro Claude knows ball. The other two fanboys are just fanboys of players. You come on up here. And I like your ass.
Well, wait. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute, though. So I just quoted Joe Smith from 2000, his endorsement thing. I just talked about Donald Sterling, what happened with his girlfriend, way back, and what happened in Ballmer coming and buying a team and what it did to valuations and all this stuff. But you want to sit here and say we don't know nothing about the NBA? Did you know about what we just talked about?
Nah, he don't know. Look, check this out.
Look, Regal C. Wynn said, look.
Yeah, look, check this out. Tell Omega Red, whoever he is, don't hide behind that profile. You come.
But I think Omega Red doesn't like me because every time in the chat, Omega Red always got something foul to say about me. So I guess he's rubbing it off on YouTube. ASAP. I don't know.
Hold up. I want him to bring his ass here, boy, and let me serve you real quick.
He wins. You gonna get
I will cook your ass on any sport that you want to talk about. We can talk about ice hockey. We can talk about boxing. We can talk about jousting. We can talk about horse riding. We can talk about pickleball. We can talk about tennis. We can talk about ping pong, football, basketball, however you want it. I will light your ass up, boy.
But K-Sap, here's something funny about what Omega Red said. We have not gotten into the dynamics of the sport. All we're talking about is this trade, the league, its politics, and the finances, etc. So unless you feel that we have a lack of understanding of the politics, the finances, the deals, the players, the owners, then come on down like the price is right.
Yeah, but they won't do it.
Because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, the phone lines is open, man.
So
that's
but for fans that have short attention spans or lack of contextualization or historical perspective, these financial talks and these managerial talks and league-wide talks sometimes are not exciting to those who are of the short attention span persuasion. So maybe Mr. Omega Red qualifies as that.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but say that one more time. Please say that one more time for the people in the back.
Well, sometimes when we have these league-wide financial, structural, administrative type discussions and how they affect the individual players, for those who are of the short-minded persuasion or the lack of historical context persuasion or the lack of contextualization persuasion, it kind of leaves them daft and wanting because it's not the cynical run-in-the-mill conversation that they're used to hearing. This is a conversation how it impacts this player, these two teams, and the potential owner and the league, and what trickle-down effect it can have on the rest of the league. That's grown-up talk. That's not kiddie talk, and we don't always have grown-ups in the audience.
I'll go and rest on that, man. Go ahead and move forward to the next topic, Bro Claude.
Okay, I wanted to say this, y'all. In my opinion, just only my opinion, should Toronto still complete the Kawhi Leonard trade? I think
go ahead and let that thing go through, man.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Stop holding up.
Because it's old news at this point. They should have did their job before. Sorry, KSAP.
No, it's all good. They should go ahead.
Did they reduce the offer, KSAP?
What's that?
Did they reduce the offer?
No, I don't think the offer is reduced, man. I think the offer is still on the table. They haven't came out and said that the offer has been reduced, man. They just doing the investigation on the stipulations on what the offer contains. So now we at a point where it's on hold, as similar to what Adam Silver said about LeBron signing his free agent contract. The schedule was on hold. You see what I'm saying? So now once they do their investigation, it shouldn't last long because it gets to a point now, you coming up into, teams getting together, going to, different places to have training camp amongst the individuals, just like you see what Luka's doing with the Lakers, taking all his teammates to Slovenia to, get together as a group for this, to get that camaraderie together and get that culture going. Someday we got to have an answer. Is this trade going to go through or not? And it goes back to the days with the Chris Paul and Lakers trade when he tried to get out there with Kobe.
He tried to get out there with Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's to a point where Adam Silver, come on now.
You
talking about LeBron holding things up. You holding things up now.
Yeah. He being the hip hop police. That's why I started.
I mean, you can argue every LeBron contract probably has something in there that you can probably balk at because it's all like it kind of skirts the managerial GM player, lines and stuff he was doing with his, with his son, whether you agree with it or not. Yeah. So you can almost say that about a lot of these players, but like KSAP said, why does the league pick and choose on who and what and when they want to go after? I think that's the problem most people have.
So moving on, a hot subject and a topic for everyone. Angel Reese and Paige Becker's mock rager. What the video showed during the 2026 All-Star practice, Angel Reese and Paige Beckers were joking together when Reese displayed 400. Their conversation developed into what it sounded like a playful wager connection and to an up-and-coming Atlanta Dreams Dallas Wings game. The league's own social media account later posted content referring to the exchange. After Atlanta defeated Dallas, Reese continued to joke by mentioning that she would request her money through Apple Pay. Here's where the situation becomes serious. The WNBA players are prohibited for betting on WNBA games. Even joking about it creates terrible optics. Okay, optics. The league deleted the post and acknowledged that it missed the mark. It said its social media team intended to post a lighthearted but recognizing the negative consequences and conversation about wagering WNBA games. The matter was addressing internally, and neither Reese or Beckers received discipline. The league planned to reinforce its policies and remind the players why even joking discussions can be damaging. So, all right, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first. K-Sap, MSL,
We here.
they full of shit. You know, I'm sick and tired of these MFers trying to take Angel down. I'm so fucking tired of them trying to take my baby down with just bullshit rhetoric. And that has nothing to do with the 9450. It was just plain. It was just Caitlin Clark done it last year. It wasn't a big hoopla. But what some of the people with the Clarkey clan, they don't watch and they don't put specifics. So some of them started attacking Angel right away until the exposure of what Caitlin Clark wager was. Then they punk ass back. But I'm so goddamn tired of these mother suckers doing this stuff that they're doing when they are looking very, very through the haystack to try to find a goddamn needle that means nothing. I mean, damn, I just said it on this show. I bet you know what I mean? The sky gonna be, and we don't gamble. K-Sap know I don't gamble. MSL know I don't gamble. I'm a Muslim, so I don't gamble. But I'm just saying that out of just the hearsay of whatever it is. I think it's disgusting. I think it's disrespectful. Caitlin Clark said it for last year. She didn't get no punishment. She didn't get none of that type of stuff that was going on with Sabrina Nescu. I mean, with the whoever she was betting against. I forget. I think it was Sabrina. So the thing is that they need to cut this shit out. They need to cut it out. And the optics of it, K-Sap and MSL, the optics of it, it has no goddamn optics because it was just playing around. If you seen it, they took it down. But if you even seen it, it was like bet. They was talking shit with each other. And I mean, that Michael Jordan betted damn near on every game that he had in his site. Michael Jordan betted what he gonna do to one or two or three of the players because he took it on, and they would pay him the money. It's even on The Last Dance of what happened.
And then the league gave him a quiet suspension, talking about he went to go play baseball or something like that.
So the thing is y'all gonna go back in time?
Oh, we don't know sports, MSL.
Exactly.
Is they gonna go back in time? Is they gonna go back and go back and do some type of deletion or some subtraction to what Michael Jordan legacy is because of that thing that came out in The Last Dance? No, they're not gonna do it. Because why? It benefits the NBA.
But just so you know, bro, Claude, a lot of us knew that way before The Last Dance. As I'm sure you did. I'm sure as you did as well.
Yeah, of course. So the thing is that I really take offense, bro K-Sap and brother MSL. I'm fucking tired of them trying to put my baby on any type of some type of noose, some type of the gauntlet, some type of bringing down the X type of formation that I'm really sick and tired of it. And I think that the only reason that I brought this subject up because it's still going around the league, and the clock is still talking about he, and this and this and that. And you know they should be still suspended.
Dan Patrick's involved.
And then one of the podcasters that's supposed to be on Angel Reese side, we ain't gonna say no names on here, but they even said that they needed to be suspended. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Like, mind your damn business. They just was playing. Like, and even if they was playing, they wasn't playing. They wasn't $400. Are y'all serious around here? Are y'all serious around here, man? So I say this, and I'm done. I'm gonna land my plane. I think that it's more than just disgusting. See, a lot of the Caitlin Clarkers, they like to use the word disgusting. I think it's disrespectful to come into someone's arena, which is basketball in this game here, that you guys don't watch, and request the harshest penalties for others, but you want your player to get off of the little horse or the woodchuck so they don't get harmed themselves. I think it's so disgusting of you and the fan base. I think that it's a relentless try. It's a relentless try to diss and defame Angel Reese and Paige Beckers at every single edge or circle that they are in. And I am tired of you all. You can kiss my ass till the motherfucking lights come off, and then I will kick you and yours to the moon, and I'm done.
Okay. I appreciate that, bro, Claude. I really do appreciate how you feel about the situation. But y'all strap up, man. Put your seatbelt on.
Okay.
Put your seatbelt on. And this is my position on it. With the current state of sports and this illegal betting and all the gambling that's going on around sports, Angel and Paige should have knew better. Social media captures everything. There's cameras all over the place, regardless if they was playing or not. It's going to be looked at as money was on the table. And with the current state that sports is in, we've seen back in 2007 with Tim Donahue, the referee in NBA. You see what happened to him. You see what happened to Pete Rose back in 1988 or 89. Lifetime ban for betting, right?
Yes.
Now we've seen what happened in football with Calvin Ridley for the Detroit Lions back in 2022 or 2023. He got suspended the whole year for gambling. Now you see. I think
Gilbert Arenas is involved with that sting,
exactly.
Right? That gambling thing,
exactly.
Right?
So now you see what's going on with this sting with Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, Terry Rozier, Gilbert Arenas. They're not playing, bro, Claude. I understand exactly what you're saying, even though it was in fun and games. But there's too many cameras and too many things that can be put on the internet to expose you. You see what happened on All-Star Weekend. Stud Buzz exposed a lot of things. So for no Angel and Paige, knowing that the state of what the sports world is in, and they're taking this stuff seriously. Terry Rozier, a star for the Miami Heat, contract is on hold because of the fact of the gambling accusations. Gilbert Arenas, I don't know how he's swimming and diving and fighting the waves, but his head is still above water.
Head above water.
Chauncey Billups, the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, they took his job away. He's fighting for his life. Damon Jones got indicted. I think Damon Jones is going to start snitching on people to get his way out. But they're taking this stuff seriously. And I understand that you're talking about, Angel Reese and Paige Beckers. Leave her alone. But in this situation, they knew better. You can't play around with a situation like this and put yourself under scrutiny like this. But the league got it right. because they know that they was only joking and playing. That's why they took it down. And that's why no recommendation came. Nobody was suspended. Everybody's crying foul play. They should have been suspended. I agree with you, bro, Claude. They shouldn't have been suspended, but they shouldn't have put themselves in that situation to be scrutinized like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where
I agree on that.
That's where I differ from you. You talking about they're trying to come for Angel Reese. Nah, they had a right, and people had a right because of what's going on in sports now. It's too many of our star athletes getting involved in situations like this. Look at Malik Beasley, no longer plays in the NBA because of stuff like this. And we know there's just a microscope under Angel Reese. Everything that she does gets brought to the forefront. And you don't want this to be a black eye under Angel Reese. But the WNBA got it right. They did their, investigation, a little investigation, knowing that they were just jokingly. But even though you think you're joking and you don't think it's going to be caught on camera, somebody is catching everything. And that's the issue I have. Even though they was joking, but they knew better. And I'll land.
Well, for me, before I even get into the actual bet itself, I think the Pagel videos are hilarious. They're very funny. Their chemistry is very good. Before this video, they had one before, which was also ironically about winnings, but this time the camera, which was probably a phone, was on the floor, and Angel and Paige, so the camera's looking up, so it looks like they're it reminded me of like Deal It on the street, like on the street, like that's the image you got. And Angel's kind of like talking in this voice, like, yeah, we're gonna go do this, we're gonna go do that. And to me, they're just funny. They just hilarious. And they had the video where they were in the breakfast area, and Paige looked zonked or knocked out. Angel looked fine. And then they put the camera on Marina. Marina looked zonked and knocked out. And in the video of question, when Angel said, well, we play y'all. She like, really? She like, yeah, but y'all gonna lose anyway. Y'all gonna lose anyway. And then Paige's like, what? And then she was like, oh, no, we gonna play. And she was just trying to hustle her. I took it as a joke because it was just funny. Like, to me, it's just entertainment. It was just funny to me. But I could understand where you're coming from, KSAP, as far as how it looked. But to me, that was brought up to step on Angel's game that she had against Dallas, particularly against Jess Shepard, where she kind of shitted on Jess Shepard, especially when Angel was guarding her, or when Jessica. What you said, Brokaw?
Do it. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think the main reason for that, because this thing had already been up there for 2 days.
Yeah.
And nobody said a word about it. But as soon as they beat Dallas, they beat them in dramatic fashion. Angel had 22 points, 12 rebounds. What was it? 4 assists, 4 steals, 1 block, and that block being on Jessica at the end of the game. And then on the other end of the game, Shepard tried to run a move. She was 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet in front of the basket. And instead of going up for a shot, she had that fear in her heart from Angel blocking her shot earlier. And she threw it to Kawhi somewhere, almost damn near falling out of bounds on the sideline. She shook Jessica Shepard, and she shook her so much that Kiki and Shakira took her heart the next game, where she had only 8 points and turned into a passer. So I think they wanted to step on Angel's moment, because Jessica Shepard, who this year they're pushing, last year it was Kiki. They always got someone to push against.
MSL, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you keep cooking. You brought up a great point. Why all of a sudden everybody's making a big deal about these double doubles because Jessica Shepard's involved?
Right.
That's what I'm.
No statistic that Angel Reese excels at to a record level, because she excels at practically everything. but peak the game. But anything she excels at a record level, they come. So double-doubles aren't important. Rebounds aren't important, right? Consecutive streaks aren't important unless Caitlin Clark does it. So all of a sudden, rebounds became, those aren't important. Those aren't important. That's not something to be laughed at. Oh, double-double. And let's be real with double-doubles. In the men's game, you may have 10 to 20 players a year that will average a double-double, which is still a very small percentage to the 500 men that play in the NBA. But in the women's game, out of the current 187 players, you only have 2 that are averaging a double-double. That's a big deal. If you want to throw in somebody like Asia that has 8 and change and Boston that has 8 and change, okay, fine. You may bring it up to 5, but technically it's only 2. It's only 2. So all of a sudden when Angel Reese did it, it wasn't important because they felt it would take away from whatever Caitlin Clark was doing, even though they don't play the same position. But now all of a sudden, double-doubles and rebounds are back, baby, because Jessica Shepard is doing it, and they were pushing Jessica Shepard. And, we might as well throw this in, K-Sapper, bro, because let's be real. And this needs to be investigated. And don't worry, I will stay on this gambling thing, but this needs to be investigated because I've been thinking about this, and I didn't get a chance to say it. Do they really want us to believe, speaking about Jess Shepard, that Angel Reese has a Barbie doll that sells out bare minimum 15 minutes to a week, depending on what platform, sells out. And Mattel is not making these dolls in trickling amounts. They got to get their investment back, baby. They got to get their investment back. And they're going to come out with accessories. They already work with Reebok, all this stuff. So this woman has a Barbie doll that sells out within a week to 15 minutes on Amazon, right? But they want us to believe that in 3 years, Angel Reese has not won an all-star popular vote. And this year, when her Barbie doll came out, she was behind Jessica Shepard, Natasha Howard, Gabby Williams, who shouldn't even have been there because she's not a forward, and Aaliyah Boston, and none of these people will get a Barbie doll in life. Look. But Angel Reese can't win a popular vote. So going back to the league, there's something seriously wrong with this voting, and I do not believe this NBA voting. Because there's no way that this woman would get a Barbie doll in the first place. Forget about whether or not she sells it out. But to get a Barbie doll in the first place, and you get a Barbie doll and you sell it out to where resellers are selling it for $300, $200 already, but they want us to believe that she can't get 700,000 votes in the All-Star vote, though she got 5 million followers on Instagram alone, which is twice as much as the next person.
Check this out. MSL. I don't want you to hurt nobody's feelings. Because the next segment we're going to have a cooking segment, right? And we're going to give you your own cooking segment on this show. Because what you just did there is you put everything in context.
Yes, sir.
Because you basically was reading my mind about this whole Jessica Shepard thing. Why all of a sudden, hold on, we got a caller. Let's go ahead and get this caller. Can y'all hear us? Hold on. We got some we got a caller on the line. Hold on. I don't know what happened with the connection.
Yeah, you can look for the caller case app, and I'm not going to say much, but just to bring it back, part of the reason why I think they talked about this gambling thing was to step on Angel's moment so Jessica Shepard would not be shown or seen that she got cooked once again by Angel. She got cooked, and how bad she looked, particularly at the end of that game when Angel was stuffing her defensively and cooking her ass offensively.
And that's the crazy thing, MSL, because of the fact that now it's a thing because Jessica Shepard's up there in them double-double.
That's right.
And when Angel was doing it like you stated, she's doing all this. All right, here we go. We got the caller. You on the line with Get It Off Your Chest, Bro Claude and MSL and KSAP. Who we got?
You have Carolyn. Hey,
how you doing, Carolyn?
from Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis 10 in the house, man. Shout out to
Hey, shout out to him.
Are you Carolyn Peck, the famous coach?
Oh, I wish.
Just checking, just making sure.
You know, my
How you doing,
coach,
Carolyn? What you got for us?
Back in 2023, we was with either team, but I watched Angel and her team come back and win the game. So I can say to you all that I don't know what they do or how they do it, they will never get that day back. I don't care what they try to do to Angel, they'll never get that day back. So they
You mean 2023?
What game are you referencing?
The
2023 championship game?
Oh, the championship game with Angel Reese. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
And that game, from that game, I don't think they would ever they would never get that back. I don't care what they do or try to do to her, they would never get that day back.
What I want to tell you is I'm gonna do it for you. You ready for me to do it for you, baby?
Yes.
Nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
Yeah. But
now, Carolyn, if I could ask you a question, what's your perspective? How do you feel observing how the media all of a sudden, for a player that was a decent player, certainly a professional, but not a starter or a major starter, and certainly a major contributor, how you feel about a player? All of a sudden now they're talking about this player as if they've been a star for years, and someone like Angel, who's come in the league and did her thing the first 2 years, that she's not getting the benefit of the doubt with some of these people. She probably is now, because now they can't avoid it. But you got another call, Bro Claude, I think.
No, go ahead. Go ahead and finish up.
So how do you feel, Carolyn, that a player who's been in the league 8 years and for the first time has seen the spotlight, that they're giving her the benefit of the doubt, of someone like Angel, who proved from day one that she's a star? How do you feel about that?
they just don't want her to. They don't want her to succeed. But she got God, and she got God. He's watching all over her. That young lady that I saw Angel play her. She put her to bed.
Put it night, huh? Gave her a night.
That's a great statement, Carolyn. I like that. Put her to bed.
Carolyn, man, I appreciate your call. We got other callers trying to call in. Well, I appreciate the
That's
love and support.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Carolyn.
That was a great question, MSL. All right, the phone lines is now still open, man. Just be patient. When we got another caller on the line, just give us a call.
Okay, so to finish his gambling thing. So yeah, they stepped on her moment, and it seemed like that was purposeful, because one thing I peeped, it kind of goes back to that FIBA vote. If you remember the FIBA vote.
All right, hold on one, MSL. We got a caller calling
Sure.
in, man. Hey, you on the line with Get That Off Your Chest with Bro Claude, KSAP, and MSL. Who we got?
James from the Bronx.
What's up, James?
The boogie down.
I just want to tell you, I'm enjoying this show.
You enjoying yourself?
We appreciate that, James.
Yes, I'm enjoying this show.
Why are you enjoying it, James? What do you like about the show so far?
Well, bickering between you two.
Well, y'all know Bro Claude crazy. We can't help that.
I love the way K-Step likes to get the bro car.
Hey,
He don't do it himself. He waits for you to do it.
Hey,
and then he
James.
just laughs.
Look, Bro Claude know how I operate. I know how to get Bro Claude. I just sit back and I find my little hole that I can peek my head in, and I'll do it.
Hey, OG.
Okay, let's
Hey,
welcome that's not so positive.
All right, go ahead.
Now, I know you watched the game between the Lynx and Fever.
Oh, today, yes.
Yeah. Kelsey Mitchell and Olivia Miles is cooking.
Put on a show.
They both scored 22 points in the first half.
23 and 22 respectively, 37 and 25 to end off, I think.
So now you have Holly interviewing
Holly Rowe.
Olivia Miles.
Holly Rowe.
And the first words out of her mouth is, what do you think about hitting
That's Holly Rowe. That's the narrative that Holly Rowe pushes. A lot of people give Holly Rowe a lot of pushback because she, like MSL said, the glazed donut is out for Caitlin Clark. Now go ahead, continue.
Now this is the interesting thing. She didn't insult Caitlin Clark. She just mentioned Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah.
Totally ignore what Rowe was asking. Now you have these podcasts. I think they call them Clarkies.
They're Clarkies.
Sylvia Miles saying that she disrespected Clark and Clark.
Yeah.
Which she obviously didn't.
These Clarkies are off the chain.
That's their content, though. That's their content. They'll pick stuff and make content over.
Yeah, they're not basketball content. That's Clarky content. They're really promotional people who are either paid and or make money to promote her. They're not real basketball sites.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, I'm enjoying that WNBA more and more because more and more talent is coming into this league.
Yes, sir.
Magic Miles, something.
Yeah.
Say it. What's her name? OG.
Magic Miles.
Oh.
Yes. You're going to have Juju in next week.
Yeah.
Hidalgo. You're going to have all sorts of players.
Goodness.
So,
Goodness.
And don't forget Booker and Williams and Fulwiley.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Madison Booker, Texas. Keep your eye on her.
It's gonna be crazy. Ooh.
Okay.
Don't scam OG. Don't scam OG.
Man,
Don't scam.
Hey, James, I appreciate that call from the Bronx, man. Good intel, man. Good knowledge, man. And I appreciate all the love and support, man. Just keep eating your popcorn as we crack you up. All right?
Yeah. Continue.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you.
Good night, gentlemen.
All right, thank you.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, and if I can just close on what I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead and close it, myself.
KSAP. Yeah, so the Clarkie sites, like they're always in unison, which always makes me wonder because if you guys remember with the FIBA vote where Angel had 4 million votes, Paige had 2 million, Clark had 1 million, before they shut down the site, if you remember, all the Clarkie sites at the time said, and they even realized that Angel had so many votes, but they had said that, oh, it must be bots because Paige Becker's like when Clark led the vote, they had nothing to say. Kind of like this game, right? Before the game, they had nothing to say about the gambling. But then as soon as Paige passed Clark in that FIBA vote, all of a sudden, all the Clarkie sites in unison started saying, oh, it could be bots. There's something wrong with the vote. There's something wrong with the vote. And then when Angel passed all of them, all of a sudden, as y'all know, the vote got shut down. There was no explanation. They took down the site. There was no reference to it, nothing. They got rid of the site. They didn't talk about it. They changed the criteria. But before that, all the Clarkie sites had made this comment. So it lets me know, amongst other reasons, that they work in unison with the power structure because they follow what they say. Well, we know that 99% of these people are idiots.
Yeah.
Hey. So here we go again.
Hold on. We got a caller that called in. Sure. We're gonna let you finish yours, but we got a caller. The phone line is blazing. Hey, you on the line? We'll get that off your chest with Bro Claude, MSL, and KSAP. Who we got?
It's Brother Robert. What's going on, everybody?
What's going on,
What's
Robert?
up, Brother Robert? My man, 100 grand. What up, baby?
Then I just come to chop it up a little bit.
What you got?
Get it off your chest, Brother Robert.
I ain't gonna take but a few minutes.
Go ahead and get it off your chest.
Vote for Olivia Miles for MVP.
Okay.
All right. That's solid.
You want to know why? She kept her team on top without the feed the college. That's the most valuable player to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's solid.
Her and Courtney Williams had a great dynamic when the Fisher was out, man. And look what Courtney Williams did today. Courtney Williams
Look, if for them Clarkies, I watched Bro Cloud show today. Y'all got them buckets.
Yeah, brother, get it off your chest.
Yeah, Robert, man. I appreciate your call. All right, MSL, go ahead and try to finish up what you, man. Phone lines is blazing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, they didn't had nothing to say for 2 days, and then in unison, they're all saying that they should get prosecuted to the fullest extent, suspended for 10 games, suspended for a year, suspended for 2 years, etc. It didn't make any sense. And going back to the actual thing, I mean, there's so many things that they couldn't do. First of all, if they would have made a bet with a bookie, then that's clear that this is a real bet, because it takes investigation. You just can't say something and do it. So even in the dynamics that they did, where did the money come from? We know it came from that half-court shot that Angel had won against Kai. So are you going to prosecute someone internally from money that came from within the WNBA? Probably not. Did the money actually change hands? It looks like it did it, because Angel said she was still waiting. So if no money exchanged hands, then there is no bet. Obviously, it was symbolic. It was symbolic one, and it was more for the video. That's what it was for. But these people, as Brocard said, they're getting online every day, and now Dan Patrick's involved, saying that, oh, they should be suspended. So I said it was originally for Jess Shepard, and I do think it is. But anytime they move against Angel, as Brocard was saying, there's always a broader context. So the broader context and the thing down the road is to defame her name. That's one. They're always good at that. And or if they can.
Hey, we got a caller calling in.
Someone's on the air. All right.
The phone lines is blazing. We got to, hey, look, check this out. Before I even bring this person on to the phone, right? Check this out. This was probably when we opened up the phone lines back on the Simply Ball Dropping podcast a couple years ago when we started talking this WNBA stuff, and we had these live panel discussions. This is the first person that called in. Hey, give yourself a warm welcome. Give yourself a warm welcome to ADP. What you got for us, ADP?
Hey,
Hey guys, I just listened to you guys.
That's a true story, ADP.
The Barbie night.
That's a true story, ADP. You're the first person that called.
You guys are doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you guys something. I know I've been watching basketball for quite a while, but first, NBA and stuff like that. But Angel Reese cooked Jessica Shepard. She cooked, fried, and delivered that girl.
Go ahead.
And then top this off, guys. The Mystics, Kiki, gave her the dessert and cooked her some more.
Angel gave the blueprint or gave the recipe, and then they cooked it even worse.
Oh, listen.
Because both of them had it in the kitchen.
Because let me tell you what it's all about. The Fever, they at number 4. Temporary, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't worried about Angel playing. They ain't worried.
Well,
about
they're not at
Angel
number 4 anymore, ADP, because they're probably one game behind, because the Dream won and they lost today against Minnesota. So they were a half game behind when the day started.
MSL. As long as they over the Dream temporary, the refs, the ops have laid off.
But they have 11 losses. The Dream have 10, so the Dream would be ahead of them.
But they actually let them play. So we got to see a really good game that we ain't seen in a long time.
Now the Dreamer number 4. The Fever number 6.
Okay, so they switched it because they lost today?
Well, because it has to be updated after every game is updated.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So after today's game, because the Fever lost today, so the Link are still number 1. The Aces are
the Wings are number 5.
Valkyries are number 3. The Dreamer number 4. The Wings are number 5. Indiana's number 6. The Mystics are number 7. Liberty are number 8. Sparks is number 9, and the Sky is number 10.
Okay. Well, we got us 2 couple of games in there, guys. You got to give us that now.
You got to look at it like this now, ADP.
But that's also because
Go ahead. All
right, before you go, MSL, I just want to let ADP. I just want to educate her on something. Now you got to look at the fact that the Dream have the tiebreaker against Indiana Fever as well, because they won their games head to head. You know, they won the 2 and the Indiana Fever won 1. So if their record comes down to identical, the Dream are going to be above them because they own the tiebreaker.
Okay, Mama. Okay, K-Sound.
So right now, the Dream is sitting at 18-10, and the Fever is sitting at 19-11.
Okay.
And for people that don't know, the Atlanta Dream are on the longest win streak in WNBA right now. Go ahead, MSL.
It's everything you just said. I was just going to say that. I was going to say technically they're all 5.5 games behind Minnesota, but to Broclaw's point, but because the Dream had swept Dallas and they won 2 out of 3 versus Indiana, they put them in the fourth place, where the others were Dallas is 5, they're 6, and also they're also ahead in the loss column as well. The Dream only have 10 losses, where the other team have 11 losses. So that
notice the Wings and the Dream have identical records at 19-11, but the Wings own the tiebreaker over Indiana, so that's why they're in 5th and Indiana's in 6th.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if we win, guys, if we win tomorrow,
they'll be in a very good position if they win tomorrow.
It depends on what the Valkyries do, but I think the 3 game. How many times have Atlanta and the Valkyries played? 3 times?
On paper, they lost all 3.
So the Valkyries,
they have to have a better record than the Valkyries.
The Valkyries went on.
Exactly. So the Valkyries are going to stay number 3. Dream can't move. The only thing the Dream can do is fall.
Yes.
But they own the tiebreaker against the Dallas Wings.
Yes.
So right now, that's why they would stay at number 4. But if they win tomorrow, they can't move up, even if the Valkyrie lose, because the Valkyrie own the tiebreaker.
But what's key though is if they win this game tomorrow, arguably it's the toughest game on their schedule for the foreseeable future. So if they can win this game tomorrow, providing they do what they're supposed to do, they can presumably go on a run long enough to where the Valkyries will eventually lose. And to the point of Broclaw, if they lose 2 games in that stretch, then the Dream will be able to leapfrog past them and record. Then they'll be. And so this is a very important game for the Dream, because if they win this game, you know, the sky for the next 5 games, because this is arguably the toughest. Most people say the toughest game in the next 5 games, and they're already on a current 5-game winning streak.
Put it this way, ADP: the Dream are in good position to set themselves up. To set themselves up.
Yeah, even if they lose, they're in a good position. But if they win, they're in in a much stronger position.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
But
somebody said we don't know basketball.
We don't know basketball though.
But we don't know basketball, right? Right, bro?
Hey, I ain't say that because I wouldn't even be.
Bro, we're not talking about you. I'm taking a shot at Emo.
I was just vouching for my boss.
It's probably one of Broclaw's friends too, K-Sap, Omega, whatever the name is. Is that one of your friends, Broclaw?
MSLC.
They're on his payroll.
She wins, say they on my payroll. So I love Omega. Mega Red, you know what it is. You know what's
Mega Red coming in here trolling, but ever since I put that comment out there, I ain't seen it.
Omega Red, you got fingers. You can dial that number just like the ladies have, and just like the gentlemen have. You can dial that number.
I'll give a shout out to the ladies. Give a shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, all the ladies. Shout out.
Remember what Bo Jackson said? Bo know this, Bo know this, Bo know that. Let's say if O know basketball like Bo. Like Bo know basketball.
Make sure y'all take a group photo.
Okay, okay.
Make sure.
You got to.
Like I got with Brian Lewis. I got with MSL.
So hopefully.
All right, y'all do
we
y'all
can
thing,
all
man.
get together.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate the call, ADP. Keep doing what you're doing.
To the last subject.
Thank you. All right.
Moving on to the last subject, and then we gonna be up out of here. Cause I really have to get this ish off my chest.
The trade?
I got to get it off my chest. I'm just telling y'all, Sophie Cunningham versus Cheryl Reeves.
Where'd that come from? Where'd that one come from? That snuck up on there, huh?
So listen, Sophie Cunningham and Cheryl Reeves, y'all. Set the conversation in responsible measures. Before I begin, let's establish something important. This conversation involves real people, young athletes, and deeply held beliefs. We can debate sports policies without attacking transgender people. Okay, this is not what I intend to do. Women athletes, Sophie Cunningham, Cheryl Reeves, or anybody else that's watching us right now on this show, I had to talk about this because it really matters to me. And I have, like KSAP and MSL knows, I have daughters that have played this sport. So Sophie Cunningham has publicly supported restricting transgender girls and women from competing in girls and women's sports. She has said her position is about protecting girls, locker rooms, and the women's sports category. Cheryl Reeves has taken the opposing opposition of Sophie Cunningham's position. She has farmed and firmly said transgender participation and access to sports and human rights issues, and argued that public conversation exchanged and aspirations are not supposed to involve transgender athletes at all. Those positions create national attention. Before Indiana played Minnesota, supporters and critics gathered outside the Target Center. Reeves coached while wearing a shirt that says "Trans Kid Belongs." Cunningham was booed when she touched the basketball every time on Minnesota's court. Before the game, Cunningham and Reeves spoke privately in mid-court and later emphasized education and civil dialogue rather than personal hatred. Minnesota won the game 108-100 today. Now, the story is larger than what it is for me. And it is a personal, but no, it's made public and on a sports level. So one side, the other side, we could debate about it, but the emphasis of competing, men that turn themselves into women that was not born a woman, having a chance to compete against a born birth woman, the natural scientific science of it is that men, even the smallest ones, are physically more durable than women at their strongest point. So me, KSAP, I'm gonna let you go first. I'll go last. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's not right because you wasn't born a woman. You was a man. You had nuts and you had a glizzy, and you turned yourself into a woman. And it's not fair to the women that you're competing against. Because, like you said, the testosterone and everything that's involved in everything. Now, we saw what happened in 2023 about the controversy over that Argentina Olympic boxer.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You going in there, you
or that swimmer, Leah,
yeah,
whatever the last name was, the swimmer.
I think with Lin Ying Ting or something like that.
No, this was an American white swimmer, big tall guy, like 6'4" or something like that, and he dominated.
Yeah,
on that level.
Yeah, and it puts you at a disadvantage. It puts you at a disadvantage because of the fact that you was born a man. You still are technically a man. I don't care if you turn into a transgender, you turn into a woman. You still got male tendencies. You still
but it's worse than that, bro. But KSAP, if I can interrupt real quick, the way they have it done, it's not even like you need operations and all of that stuff. it's as bad as you can just say you're a woman or you feel like a woman and they can classify you. It sounds crazy, but no, this is what was going on. So you don't have to change your nuts or anything or cut them off or anything like that. Part of my language for not using something more surgical. And yeah, so it would only affect women. It would not affect men, because obviously women are not going to dominate male sports at the highest levels, but of course men can dominate women's sports at the highest levels, because even Serena Williams will admit to you that she could get beat in her heyday by the number 800th or 400th ranked male player. So, which is why all women's sports, if y'all notice, use males as practice players. They do it in basketball and they do it in tennis, where they use male practice players because the males are that much better than the women. There's certain things that women can do, like certain skill things, like shoot and quickness and things like that. But when it comes to the strength and explosion content and the durability context, as Bro Claude said, that's where the men have the advantages. So it's not to say certain women can't do certain things against men on certain levels, but at the highest levels, your top males your mid-range male will dominate a women's sport. But that doesn't make the women's sport any less entertaining or exciting, just like college ball is no less entertaining or exciting versus pro. Some people would argue it's even more exciting.
Yeah, I agree with that. But like I said, my position on that, man, I agree with Sophie Cunningham. It shouldn't. I just don't understand how they are letting these, transgenders that are born a male.
That's a political thing.
And participate in these women's sports. That's just me.
I agree with you, K-Sap, even though I'm not up yet. So yeah. I'll let you finish.
I'm not going to say too much on it because these are
sensitive
issues where if you say the wrong thing, they coming at you. So
right,
I'll fall back.
Well, there was a political apparatus set up by the Stryker family. That's one family. The other family, the one from Chicago that runs the Hyatts, I forgot their name, but them as well. But basically, the reason why we started hearing about transgenders overnight is because the wealthy whites decided to make this an issue, because even though it's a very, very small percentage of the population, the reason why you're hearing about it so much lately is because there's corporate and institutional money behind it, because they're trying to change our thought patterns and the way we look. So the things that they want to bring on down the line in the future, which I won't necessarily talk about right now, our minds will be persuaded to that way. So in other words, they want to blur reality, and it's a lot of big industrial and institutional money behind it. The Stryker family of the Medical Device Corporation, they're big behind that. And it's a push. It's not natural, it's not organic, it's a push. Just like how we say the quote unquote CC phenomenon is not natural or organic, it's a push. It's the same thing that's going on with the transgender. But to your point, I think most common sense people will agree you can't let men in women's sports and then call it women's sports, because if you do that, within 5 to 10 years, it won't be women's sports anymore. And these women that have made great livings in basketball and track and field, etc., they will not have those great livings if you allow men in sports. So we have to protect the women, because just because you wake up and decide in a whimsical fashion, or it's something you've done over the years, either way, you still have enough testosterone, and you still have certain things that will make you stronger, faster, more explosive, and more durable than a woman, as Bro Claude said. So it's an unfair advantage for sure.
All right, Bro Claude, go ahead, fire on.
Y'all ready? Okay. I don't give a goddamn about none of it. I'm gonna get it off my chest. I'm gonna leave it here because I said it. You cannot expect my daughter to go up against a boy the same age as her because he wants to decide to call himself
By the way, bro, Card, real quick. I'm sorry, real quick. Just in case anyone wants to fact check me, it's the Pritzker family. That's the family I was thinking of. The Pritzker family of the Hyatt hotel chain. So the Stryker family of the Stryker Surgicals and the Pritzker family. Those are some of the prominent families that have been involved funding and trying to push this whole transgender thing and make it a phenomenon.
Because you ain't gonna tell me. I don't give a damn what Caitlyn Jenner. Now she wants to be a man. Now he wanted to be a woman. Now it's saying documented that he wants to be a man. I don't give a goddamn about none of that stuff that is going on with the political side of it. I believe in one thing, and I'm gonna stay right there with David Chappelle. So if we all can do the comical thing, I'm finna do my comedy too. Hey, I'm a white man, far as that concerned now. So let me go to the one that, so bet not neither one of y'all ever say anything else, because I'm a white man. Don't you better make sure that whatever whatever my privilege is, both of y'all better shut up and let me speak, and then you call me master on this show, since I want y'all to tell me. You understand? No. So guess what? I'm K-Sap. This what you wanted. I'm gonna give it to you. You better shut up with the bullshit.
Get that off your chest, turn to the roots.
I'm just gonna tell y'all, I'm not here to play any other games but the same way I'm gonna go down the street with David Chappelle. So everybody don't get your panties in the bunch, because guess what? You're not gonna be sitting there and having to stand up and pee and then try to go in the bathroom with my goddamn daughter. I'm against that, and I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. My daughter gonna get scared because she ain't seeing none of that type of stuff go on, and I don't want my daughters to get hurt on no court because of the extra strength that we know we born with. Naturally, the smallest and the littlest, man, the scientific. It's the study of it all. So just because we want to call ourselves a thing, from now on, I want the people in the chat, I want y'all to call me, I want to be a 17, 18 white man. And my name, for now on, gonna be Master. And I don't want none of y'all, K-Sap, don't you look like that, boy. Don't you look like that. I'm just telling you. So from now on, I'm a 17, 18 white man. And guess what? I got my privilege.
So we can call you George Washington?
Hey, I just told you, boy.
We can call you Thomas Jefferson?
I just told you, don't speak. Now, what I want to say is, do you like that? No, we don't like that. And we don't go for that. So I'm going to get up off the subject, but I'm going to tell you this. I agree with Sophie Cunningham. I personally agree with what she said. I disagree with Cheryl Reeves, but intelligently so.
Bro, Claude, can I say something real quick?
Hold on a second. Let me get it off my chest, bro. That's why
I'm just making sure before you change the subject to that trade.
I ain't finna change it. You finna go again. I would say, and I'm gonna quickly get up off of it, because I'm gonna say, because it's very technical. You know why it's personal? You know why it's that? Because you guys are making it that. I mess with people.
Hold up, man. We got a caller, bro, Claude. You on the line? Those get us off your chest with Bro Claude, K-Sap, and MSL. Who we got?
This is She Wins.
Oh, She Wins.
Oh, the famous She Wins.
Nanny, boo, boo.
She Wins.
The famous She Wins.
You a real person?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
You know what my connection with She Wins is? You know what my connection with She Wins is, K-Sap?
Hold on, let her go, MSL. Hold up. She what you got, She Wins?
Where does man get all these paid actors from tonight?
Man, you gotta ask Bro Claude that. I don't know who's on his payroll. I don't know what's going on.
Where you get them from,
Hey, baby.
Oh, Vegas on your payroll, Bro Claude?
Baby niece, you gonna get your ass on punishment I told you.
Why are you threatening she wins?
Wait, hold on, case MSL. This is person's family business. Don't you get your ass in the midst of it. Now, let me
You
tell
hear that, she
you something.
wins?
It's family business. Shut your ass up on this. She wins, you gonna get on punishment. I'm talking to your daddy. I'm finna go down the street and talk to your goddamn daddy because you finna get on punishment. My niece cannot be acting up on these shows and proving KSAP and NMSL right. Okay, I got to be right and they got to be wrong. Okay, that's just how it goes.
We just brought the facts.
That's all I wanted, y'all. Good night.
All right, appreciate you.
I love y'all. I love you, mama.
Good night.
I love you.
All right.
Love you too.
So
All right,
y'all, listen. I'm off of it. We gonna change the subject.
No, we done with the subject, but I just wanted to say this.
Go ahead.
Because I think K-Sap will appreciate this. Now you see, y'all, this is not a bot channel. This is not a paid channel. This is not a fake channel. Because brother Bro Claude and everyone pretty much on this panel, though Bro Claude said it differently, we did not have an issue with what Sophie Cunningham said. We did not. Yes, there's a broader context and more technical arguments that go into it, but generally speaking, we don't feel that women should be in men's sports. However, on the other channels, which a lot of people listen to and get their talking points from, they will never agree with anything that Angel Reese. It kind of like that betting thing, right? Whatever happens to Angel Reese, if it's bad, they go for it. If it's good, they go the opposite. So that's how you know these aren't real channels. They're just there to push an agenda, because here you have people who want to cap and say, don't come to this channel, don't come to the Silly Ball Dropping Network, don't go to Steady Serving, don't go to KSAP, don't go to ADP, don't go to Tony, don't go to Cut the Ish, etc., because y'all can't trust them. Those are just Angel Reese. Those are just Angel Reese channels. I hear people call me in the chat sometimes an Angel Reese glazer. Well, let me get that straight. It's okay to glaze someone as long as when you're faced with a situation, you tell the truth. You can love somebody to death, but when the situation comes up, you tell the truth or you answer it honestly. And here goes one of those situations by this panel. So for all y'all out there that go, oh no, y'all can't listen to them, y'all, this lets you know that we are real people, as KSAP said from the beginning.
Now, MSL, I appreciate what you said, and it goes deeper than that, because didn't we all just sit here and most of us in the chat have agreed with what Sophie Cunningham said? And ain't Sophie Cunningham a real good friend of Caitlin Clark? Ain't that her protector?
That is true.
And we agreed with what Sophie Cunningham said, and we went against Cheryl Reeves,
who they want to believe that we ride the coattails of because of her persuasion.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna let that one rest.
I'm gonna let it rest too, because I ain't got nothing else to say. Hey, you did your thing. Listen, y'all, we gonna do this at this end of this show. I'm gonna say at the end of this segment, brothers, whether you agree with the situation with Kawhi Leonard, whether
what happened to the trade?
Whether you agree with Angel Reese and Paige Beckers, whether you agree about the Sophie Cunningham and Cheryl Reeves, those are all debatable conversations. But one thing I want to do and talk about is that Kelsey Plum.
Segue. Go, Bro Claude. Segue.
Has made her way to Phoenix. And this is an undebatable thing, because we all understand what Kelsey Plum brings to the table. This is an undebatable stance on who she is, the way she is, what she brings, because Plum Dog is Plum Dog, and she always have been Plum Dog. And right now, from my understanding, while she was active in the game, she was only second to the GOAT, who she got championships, 2 of them with. So Los Angeles Sparks are sending Kelsey Plum to Phoenix Mercury. Kelsey Plum, a 5-time All-Star, a 2-time WNBA champion, an elite scorer and playmaker, a valuable postseason experience. Listen, Monique McConney, Phoenix 2027 first round selection, Phoenix's 2028 second round selection. That's the transaction remains subjected because of the physical assessment and final league approval. When the Los Angeles announced it, this is what we all are now listening to and looking at. Will Kelsey Plum, when healthy, help the Phoenix Mercury become an automatic contender in the playoffs? Will Kelsey Plum make all this thing that we are talking about that's happening with AT, that's happening with DeWanna Bonner, that's happening with Kalia Copper? Will she be the missing piece of the puzzle that they need to go into the playoffs? So what I will say is this: have Los Angeles lost their goddamn mind? Sure they have. Because in this year, y'all could talk about the Chicago Sky, but my girl, Kia Jackson, said, see, it's people that's underneath the radar. See, Chicago, because they got rid of the Barbie, is in the forefront of it all. But listen, Rakia Jackson was hitting to y'all that this Los Angeles Sparks organization not only is a travesty to the WNBA, but they don't even know what the hell they doing on top of that. So what I will say, Rakia Jackson, to what you said about the Los Angeles Sparks and what Kelsey Plum was running away from, and she said she wouldn't resign with this disgusting debacle that they got going on in LA, like my boy Bron had run from LA and what they do and the religion that they practice over there in LA.
What religion do they practice in LA?
I don't even
Bronnianitis?
Let me get it off my chest.
Bronnianity?
What I don't like is this. Kelsey Plum should not be talked about as if she's this fly-by-night type of player. She was the one who was leading and scoring in college before Caitlin Clark took the record. It was Kelsey Plum's record, brothers. Before Caitlin Clark took the record, it belonged to Kelsey Plum. And when Kelsey Plum came into the league, it's evidence that the smallest threat in basketball has been Kelsey Plum all this goddamn time. So my problem in getting it off my chest, why is there a question of what Kelsey Plum might and might not add in this article to the Phoenix Mercury? And will she get it off her chest? I mean, will she make them a contender? Hell yeah, I think so. And me, my personal thoughts are that Kelsey Plum is arguably one of the best point guards, two-way point guards in the league when she's healthy. I think that she's more than unapproachable when it comes to playing basketball as a one. She tried something. I know she's a natural two. Everybody gonna argue that. Everybody gonna say she's the two. But she's been playing that thing and being at one spot and coming over to the Sparks and showing that she can. She can be Kelsey Plum no matter where she at. The Sparks, I will say this, did not use it to their advantage in clearing up the farm and misleading her, thinking that Rakia was going to stay there. They was going to acquire the pieces that she needed so that they can be contenders. Yes, she ran and over to the Los Angeles Spark and got the banana up the tailpipe. That's why she did not stay there this year, and she wanted to get the hell out of there by the time her contract was done. All I want to say, KSAP, Is Kelsey Plum wrong for wanting to get up out of there, or is she being a person of what they call, what I just said, privilege, to go and move on to the next team that's smoking? So me personally, I think that she should have left and requested to leave in the beginning of the season, not mid-season. My perspective only, and I'm done. I land my plane.
Well, the thing about it is, man, it ain't even about if she wanted to get out or anything like that. It's diabolical. She gets traded in the middle of the night at the trade deadline, right? And
Mhm.
can't even finish a whole season in LA. She was traded to LA and she couldn't even finish a whole season. She couldn't even get through a whole season. She had the LA Sparks in the 9th position, and now you're getting traded to the Phoenix Mercury. Only lets me know that LA is trying to blow it up. They're trying to position themselves for Juju and things like that. And another thing is, trading her to the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix Mercury, they're in dire straits right now. They 6 games back from the 8th playoff spot. That's a lot of ground to make up in the WNBA, right? So if you're saying that, excuse me, if Phoenix got a chance to, make the playoffs, I beg to differ. I mean, they got a lot of ground to make up. Kelsey Plum will help that out, but they have to go on a major run. They got to start winning ball games right now. So it's not the fact that she wanted out or she's wrong for wanting out. She should have saw the writings on the wall when Rakia Jackson, they traded her away to Chicago, and they got Kelsey Plum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Giving her all the opportunities, like you said. I totally agree with you. Her being, one of the best point guards in the WNBA, which is true. She did hold that scoring record out of Washington when, she was in college, before Caitlin Clark came along. So her numbers are jaw dropping. We know what Kelsey Plum's bring to the table, but in this situation, man, it's just she's in a no-win situation. She was in a no-win situation with the LA Sparks, and I think she's in a no-win situation with Phoenix this year. Because, 6 games back. That's a lot of real estate to make up in the WNBA, and you fighting for your life. Go ahead, MSL.
Well, I have a slightly different take, which I'm sure both you know, but you may or may not have mentioned it or been thinking about it. Well, let's go back to Vegas. I mean, Kelsey Plum was on Vegas, and you would have thought she would have never left Vegas, but apparently she wanted her own team, and or she thought she could be successful outside of the Aces. So she went to LA. And that mindset is one of the reasons why Rakia Jackson left, because the skinny or the scuttlebutt that was coming out of LA was that Rakia did not get along with Kelsey Plum and or the coach. And it was kind of Kelsey and the coach that ran her out. And Kelsey was in a position where decisions were being made based off of who she liked, who she didn't like, who she wanted, etc. Which is ironic considering the team has not done well the last several years, though they've had excellent players. There've been a hodgepodge of excellent players, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work. Obviously, a lot of it is the coach, because they don't play defense. You can't really be a great team if you don't play any defense. So I find it ironic that you left a great situation in Vegas, you blew up a situation here in LA, and now you want to go to a middling team in Phoenix. So the question is why? Well, unless I'm mistaken, chat, from what I understand, Kelsey had made a comment where she said that, well, I may or may not sign a contract with Phoenix. So unless it's just boilerplate, how crazy is it that Phoenix would send McConney over to LA and then potentially lose Kelsey Plum? So I'm hoping it's one of those situations where it's a quid pro quo, and she will sign. Because if she doesn't, then they talk about Papa was a Rolling Stone. Well, Kelsey would be a Rolling Stone here, because that, can you imagine going from going from Vegas to LA to Phoenix to another team to go like in 4 teams in like 6 seasons. That would be crazy. And so to me, she seems to basically, she's on a mission, and it's not, and when I say it, I mean a mission in the context of she doesn't care what people think. She doesn't care what people say. She doesn't care if people how judge her. She wants to do what she wants to do. But the question is, one, does she know what she's doing? And two, does she have the winning mentality? Because similar, but not necessarily the same to Cece, point guards that shoot a lot, that play suspect defense, and who lack in certain intangibles, they usually don't go far or win much, especially when their ball usage increases. Now, I'll give Kelsey certain things better than what I would give Clark, because obviously she's more savvy and she knows the WNBA game. But nonetheless, can she lead a team to a title? Because we know she won them in Vegas when she had a lot of help. But can she, with her style of ball, or would she have to adapt? And the other thing I'll say is, thank God she didn't go to any serious competitor, of the Atlanta Dream. So at least she was away for that. And kind of like what K-Sap said, who knows what's going to happen in Phoenix between Kai and AT and Kelsey, and how that all works out. But for now, we'll see what happens next year. But I'm glad she's not on certain competitors. And a lot of Atlanta fans, you may be glad that she didn't go to Atlanta, because you don't know what she, as bad as people want to complain about Rye, you don't know bringing Kelsey Plum to the Dream what had done to that team's chemistry.
Good point.
Yes, sir.
Good point. Good breakdown. This it's crazy. I mean, because of the fact that, like he said, you get traded out of there for Monique McConney. You know what I'm saying? And a 27, I think it's a 27 first round pick and a 28 second round pick.
Yes.
It's crazy, and she went to her. She did go to her social media. I think she posted something. Thank you for embracing me the last 2 years. It made the city feel like home. To the Sparks organization, my teammates and coaches and fans, thank you for everything. I'll always be grateful for my time here. Phoenix, I can't wait to get to the Valley. Let's get it. You can read into that the way you want to read into it. But
she want that though, Ray.
Yeah,
that's what that's about.
Yeah. So, it is what it is, man. That's the business side of it. Y'all got to understand. It's a lot of business sides of a lot of things, man, that people don't understand. And, people get off in their feelings because things happen. But they are running a business, man. And that's how things go, man. So it is what it is, man. But I have nothing else to say, man. And that will conclude with what I got to talk about. I'm glad Bro Claude was able to get a lot of things off his chest. Shout out to MSL for gracing the presence, man, and doing his thing as always, man. So if y'all got anything else to say before we get up out of here, man, we're going to wrap it up.
What's up, Sister L? I'm good.
How come L didn't call?
She came in the last minute of it. She didn't. She was trying to figure out what we was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so, what people were talking about in the chat a lot was, and I saw the clip. I didn't see the game because I was out, but I did see that clip where Olivia Miles made a layup, and I noticed it right away. And all of a sudden, Clark hit the ground. It almost looked like a little baby, crying to their mama. So she's sitting on her butt and she's looking for like the ref. She's looking for the ref to make a call. The ref don't make a call. I'm assuming she eventually got up, but she sat on her butt like a baby, looking for their rattle, looking for the call. And so once again, she's flopping, and she's flopping big time. But some people in the chat, unless it's a different play, was saying that it looked like Miles may have pushed her. From where I saw it, Miles didn't push her. She just made her layup and Clark just flopped. But they're saying that ESPN or whoever showed the game are freezing it in a way to make Olivia Miles look bad. Like I said, unless it's a different play, The one I saw when she hit the ground and sat on her butt and she's looking up at the ref waiting for the call, I didn't see any push or anything by Olivia Miles.
MSL, let me put that to bed. And we gonna get on up off of here.
See, I only said that in respect to the chat because that's what they were talking about the last several threads, just to let them know that we care about them too.
That was an offensive play. It had nothing to do with anything. They just didn't like Caitlin Clark being out there, and we gonna leave that there. And that's what happened, and that's the summary of it all. And they didn't like that my girl Olivia Magic Miles don't respect Caitlin more than Kelsey Mitchell, and that's just it doesn't matter about what was said. It's just that they didn't like the fact that Olivia Magic Miles respect Kelsey Plum more. I mean Kelsey Mitchell more than Caitlin Clark, and it's not that
or she didn't kiss the ring because she didn't have to.
But she didn't have to because it's the debate about it.
But she wasn't rude or anything. She just didn't kiss the ring.
We gonna do it on the next show and get it off our chest about that, because that's something that we have to do, and we'll be back on Wednesday. But hey, boss, it's all up on you. I said what I need to say. I thank everybody for coming and also being here. And like I said, y'all, at the end of the day, all of those things that we debated about and also got off our chest here, it's up to you on if you accept it or not, or if we were thinking that we were right or wrong. Because like I always say, boss and MSL, I could be wrong, but I also can be right in my own opinion. So, boss, you could take it from here. I'm done.
Anything else you got to say, MSL, before we get up out of here?
I'm good. I appreciate y'all inviting me. I had a great time. I had a good time. I had a great time interacting with the chat as well and hearing what they had to say,
Very
and what the
awesome,
callers
brother.
had to say. So thank you for everybody that participated and made this happen.
You can
hey, look, don't take this as an invite. Take this as a home.
Oh yeah. So he also will be seeing MSL on at 10 o'clock. Me and MSL solidified that while we was at the Dream Game. You're gonna see us at 10 o'clock. At 9:30 p.m. 10:30 Eastern time, and you can get us in Central Time, 9:30 in Central Time. You're gonna see us tomorrow night. Talk about our topics and our subjects. I would let you guys know something, that this brother is a genuine brother. And what he brings to the table, the knowledge that he brings to the table, and the things that he says, you guys have heard him enough. And I was able to go ahead and identify that he's not a bot. He's a real person. We put him on the Players Club. So all of you guys that were wondering who was MSL, he's a real guy. And we going to work on him, coming up in his personal, and getting him a camera and a setup and things that he need to have to get up on the show. But after all of this is what we said, of what we are saying, is that, hey, we thank you for what you've done. We thank you for what you do. We thank you for what you will do. And as always, like my boss say, keep the main thing, because over here on Get It Off Your Chest and Get That Off Your Chest, we will let you call and come in and commute with us about what you and how you feel. Spread the word. Hey, man, KSAP right now, where we at right now? Let me give you the number where we at right now.
What's the number?
Okay, you ready for it? Drum roll. 423 we are at. So we jumped a whole 8 more subscribers during the show, and we asked for you guys to continue to spread the word, because we almost at that 500 mark, and you already know how we get it. Hey, get it cracking.
Hey, look, built from the ground up, baby.
Built from the ground up, man. And and one thing I will say, you guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also, man, please please spread this out to each and every person who you think that want to come up with real legitimate conversation, because we're going to cover the NBA, the WNBA, and other topics on this show. That's what it's going to be about. And this is an open freelance panel that you can call in and get it off your chest. So we're done here, man, and I appreciate it. And as always, like I always like to say, K-Sap, we leave as we came with another banger.
We out.